Coach J, you are the host now, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know where you're listening from, but what an amazing time to be alive once again. The more we buy, the more we're going to sell. Guys, my voice sounds a bit scruffy. I only had a few hours of sleep because we work building our dreams while others are sleeping, dreaming about their dreams. So yes, this is Coach Jay from Cape Town, South Africa, the most excited guy. Always ready to serve, ladies and gentlemen, always ready to make sure that all active members within our business is making money, right? So if it is your first time on the call, please go ahead and raise your hand. Raise your hand if it is your first time on the call while I continue to send the Zoom link out to the 32 Royal Q groups that I have on my WhatsApp and some groups on Telegram so that we can fill this call. In the meantime, raise your hand if it's your first time on the call, and then also go ahead to all the active members in the house today. Go ahead and share the link as well. Raise your hand if it's your first time and share the link if you're an old member. All right, okay, so the number is increasing. There's three people on the call today. I hope it's not three robots on the call, three people on the call. I just wanted to ask then from Richmond, Francis, Laura, Adeyemi, welcome. I want to choose one of you. Either one of you can open up your mic and just let us know what your expectation is of the call today. Okay, so nobody wants to let us know what the expectation of the call is today. Of course, the topic is to let everyone know how they can actually maximize the application. Now, there is many ways that you can maximize this fantastic application. And one of the ways is one of my favorite ways in this business on how to make money now. And that is to share the opportunity with as many people as I possibly can. But at the same time, feeding my robot with USDT so that it can buy and sell for me, right? Especially when it comes to me seeing what we call a floating loss within our app. And if some people were taking note, last night on the call, South African time, we started at, we started at 10 p.m. South African time, and I'm always having back-to-back Zooms, and it was like a 3-hour, 4-hour Zoom call. And there was floating losses in many people's accounts, and they couldn't understand why their robot is stopping. And so sometimes I just feel like ignoring people that ask me the same question over and over on WhatsApp or on Telegram. Because when links are sent out to Zoom call, you come to Zoom call to learn. And so that after you leave the Zoom call, you are now able to earn. Right? So there's a couple of reasons as to why your bot will stop trading for you. And one of the main reasons is because there is lack of funds, right? Lack of funds in USDT in order for the robot to continue. Now, people come into the business with at least a minimum of $240, that being $120 for the annual subscription, $20 for what we call a fuel fee, and at least a minimum of $100 to trade. And most times the expectation of the people that come in with the minimum required amount, is that the expectation is too huge, right? Whereby you'd like to know, so how much can you earn per day? And there's a certain mentality that one needs to have, especially in network marketing business, whereby you actually need to ask yourself, not how much can you make per day, but how can you make millions from the system, right? And Leader Julius just showed all of you earlier on a very cool application that has been created by Royal Q top earners to make the journey of most members within the business a bit easy. But people are not using this app to maximize their earnings so that they can have extra funds in USDT to allow the robot to trade for them, right? And so one of the main reasons why the robot stops once again is because of lack of USDT. So of course, that USDT is getting depleted in your account, but it's not to say that it's going completely away. Because where does your money stay? It stays with you in your personal Binance, UB, or Coinbase account, right? And so what's nice to know is, ladies and gentlemen, that of course, if you do have capital to ensure that you can keep the bot happy, you need to take care of your business as if it was your newborn baby, right? Because the newborn baby obviously needs attention. You need to feed it. You need to change the nappy, etc., etc. And if you don't do that, if you neglect your newborn baby, then of course that baby can even die, right? And the reality is that people don't really care. They don't really show as much interest as what they should when it comes to actually allowing this robot to do the business for them, right? So there's many tools that are available to you that can enable you to maximize this app as an active member. Now, for the members that are on the call that keep asking the same question uh, about not knowing why the robot has stopped, the robot is going to stop if you don't have any fuel fee, and the fuel fee in your asset is lower than $2. And so for this reason, you get notifications from Royal Q, guys. Royal Q sends you notifications. All that you need to do is simply read that simple English. And it's simple English that actually makes you aware that either the policy has stopped due to insufficient balances in your asset, or the robot has failed to cover the short position due to insufficient balances in your exchanger. So you have a choice whether or not you'd like to add extra capital out of your own pocket, or actually use the earnings that you receive from the rewards part of the compensation plan and withdraw that USDT into your Binance, UB, or Coinbase to allow the robot to continue its working operation. And so we have made things even easier now for all members, that we actually send signals, and these signals are 80%, 80 to 90% correct all of the time. If only you understand when to get into the trade and when you should get out. And so because people don't pay attention, attention is not going to pay those people. And so today you're on the call to pay attention to how you can allow your robot to make money for you while you sleep, and also make money for you whilst you are awake. And if you are really awake, then you're going to be like people like Z, and people like, let's see who else is on the call. People like Leader Julius, etc. So many other people who take the information seriously when a signal is sent, and actually can come back to the group and say, all right, my robot has sold. Leader Brenda is here, Leader Brian is here. These are people that's taking information seriously, that is sent to the different groups, coming to Zoom call almost every day, and allowing the robot to do exactly what it says it's going to do. It's going to buy when low and sell when high. And so this Royal Q artificial intelligence robot, it's not rocket science. It's simply based on big data mathematical algorithms that executes cryptocurrency trades on the spot market, right? And making sure that we can effectively make use of what we call the martingale strategy. Now, as Leader Julius was wanting to show with regards to the martingale strategy, is the simple working operation strategy of the robot. Now, Leader Julius, I don't know if you are still there, but I'd like to ask you to play the video of the martingale strategy for everybody, because I myself have been struggling to get into the AD King application. Leader Julius, are you there?
Yes, I'm around. I've also been struggling, but let me try to.
All right. So
Let me
yes,
join.
guys, please do.
Let me join
Please
with
do.
another device and be able to share it.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, once you actually conceptualize and understand the working operation strategy of the robot, then you will start to understand that if you are not able to add capital, then simply just wait. Wait, but it's in that time that you are waiting that is going to determine your the future outcome, right? So you can either wait and do nothing, wait for the market to pick up so that the bot can sell, or you're going to take action, because action takers are money makers, and so you're going to share videos like this that is available for you, and yeah, make people understand what the martingale strategy is, and once they understand, they're going to make some money. So you can go ahead, Leader Julius.
Believe in your choice. Royal Q. Believe in your choice. Royal Q.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have the choice. You have the choice if you would like the robot to achieve 10x for you in one day or in less than 24 hours. And so when we were on the call last night, I was giving out a hint to some of the people that are more seasoned than others, and those who are more seasoned than others would have taken complete heed to the information like I did, right? I paid attention, and within less than 24 hours, is actually able to receive just over, I think it's maybe close to 10% on one coin. Now it's funny money, guys. It's funny money because which bank is going to pay you between 8 and 10% in less than 24 hours on your money? It's really unreal. And so now that I'm on the Zoom call, it's taking off my time, and I'm distracted, and I cannot really pay attention to my bot, which is also my baby, just like my other two babies that I need to pay attention to. And we as leaders cannot treat the people in our team as if you are babies, right? Answering the same questions that are being addressed on Zoom, because this, guys, is a serious business. This business is so serious that you can make 10% on your money in less than 24 hours. I promise you. And my robot now has finished selling this specific coin, and I had a choice whether or not I wanted to start the trade again. Right? So my profit that I've invested into this specific coin is now in my wallet. Right? It's in my wallet, in my control. I don't need to beg a company to give me the withdrawal. I don't need to be restricted as to what time of the day I can withdraw. I don't need to be restricted to the maximum withdrawal, because at Royal Q, there's no maximum withdrawal limit, right? You can actually withdraw your money at any given time, and you can part ways with us if you wanted to. But the smart idea, ladies and gentlemen, would be to stay engaged, stay plugged in, and make sure that you understand the working operation strategy of your robot. So I'll continue and I'll go on and on and on talking about the same things that we talk about every other day. It's just maybe going to come across in a different way the next time you do join the call. And this may be one of the reasons why many people don't like to join Zoom call, is because they're afraid that they're going to hear the same thing that Leader Julius, Leader Abi, or Leader Brian, or Leader Brenda, or Leader Coach Jay. You guys are afraid that you're going to hear the same thing that you've heard yesterday or the day before that, but you just don't understand that the more something is repeated, the better your knowledge and understanding of that topic, right? So when I'm having Zoom calls, I go from one thing to the other thing, and I know that because I'm doing that, I know that there's going to be certain things that's going to touch somebody's mind. Maybe not your heart, but your mind. And this is what's nice about this business, is that we are not, business is business at the end of the day, and we are not doing business based on our emotion, right? Because that's what happened to me previously. What happened to me previously is before I met the Royal Q opportunity, I was trading with my emotions. I allowed my emotions to get the best of me, and I could end up losing some money on the crypto trading market. But the beauty of this artificial intelligence robot is the fact, ladies and gentlemen, that it trades without emotions, and it makes sure that it does exactly what I've told it to do. And so once you understand what a trade setting is, once you understand why you need to have your fuel fee, once you understand why it is important to share your link, once you understand how to find your link in your back office, because some people don't even click around the back office and see, oh, there's something in the back office called invite a friend. Invite a friend, guys, and the friend can be a stranger. A friend can be a stranger that actually turns into a friend. And that's actually what we should be talking about every time we have a call. We should be talking about how you can use this app, ladies and gentlemen, and maximize it in such a way that you are now not only earning from your capital, which you have invested, but you're actually earning from your communication skills, right? You are earning because you understand the operation strategy. You know how the robot works, and you've seen it. You've seen the robot buying and selling, 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 buying and selling. Ladies and gentlemen, it can do better than what I am doing as a professional trader myself, because it can execute a trade on the same coin, on the same, come on guys, on the same coin this whole time since yesterday, on the same coin. And if it's buying more than it's selling, two buys, one sell, another sell, two buys, one sell, two sells, two buys, two sells, three buys, three sells. Guys, this robot is a smart, intelligent application that even if you are experiencing what we call a floating loss, it is an unrealized loss. And so because 90% of our thoughts is negative, we allow that negativity to get the best of us. 90% of our problems is money related. And so we allow those money related problems to get the best of us. Whereas instead, where our focus goes, our energy will flow. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but if at least you can have 3 or 4 invitees in your team, whether it be your relatives and there is 3 or 4 extra smartphones in the house being used by your kids or by your brother, your sister, your nephews, your nieces, whomever is in the household. And these people also put a minimum of $100 in trade. They obviously pay for their robot using $120 and having extra $20 for fuel fee. Then you as the leader, you as the front runner, you as the train conductor who is making sure that the train stays on the track, you won't need to take out extra money out of your back pocket. And especially if the bots are in the same household, you're actually getting a $30 discount. because you get $30 for each person that you refer to the business, or for each person, or for each robot that you have in your team. So you too have the power in your hands to actually register and activate more than one robot if you wanted to. Because on Binance, if I'm not mistaken, you can put 30, 30 API keys. You can put 30 APIs onto your account and allow 30 bots to trade for you. That's if you had the money and if you had the time, energy, and effort to manage these 30 robots. But you don't, because you cannot even manage one bot, right? So the reality is that if you cannot first and foremost manage yourself or look after yourself, how are you going to be able to look after a baby? Hmm? How are you going to make sure that you can change a nappy if you haven't even learned or practiced how to change that nappy of that baby? It only makes sense, yeah? And so, of course, the baby cannot eat meat like you and I because of the baby's digestive system and because of the teeth which the baby doesn't have. They need to eat soft foods, right? And the same applies with the robot. The robot has its food that it needs to eat, and that is the USDT. And so, of course, one of the guys in my team last night or the night before, he said that, of course, the bigger the beast, the more you're going to need to feed this beast. Guys, I'll tell you a story about this flippant confident man. Oh my goodness. Guys, he had $11,000 in trade. Yes, $11,000. But this $11,000 wasn't doing for him what he expected it to do because he didn't know what he was doing. He overcommitted himself and went into floating losses that he did not know how to get out of, right? And of course, we made him aware that the only way that he's going to be able to get out of his floating loss is if he adds more capital. Where's his capital going? Nowhere else besides with him. It stays with him, right? And he added another $11,000. Why? Because he trusted me and I assured him that, please forgive the noise in the background, but he trusted me because I assured him that the bot is going to do what he tells it to do with my help and guidance, right? And so because we are in different time zones, it was a bit difficult for me to stay on the call because, guys, I'm also human. I must sleep. I'm also human. I must eat. I'm also human. I need to stay healthy. I need to exercise. The robot does not need to do all of these things that I just mentioned now. So the robot trades without emotion, making use of the martingale strategy, dollar cost averaging. Yeah. So the robot buys in low, sells when high, buys in low, sells when high. Sometimes the robot is going to buy more than what it sells. But you know what it's doing? It's setting you up for success. It's setting you up for success beforehand so that when the time comes that the market does reach a certain point, it's going to sell for you. And so what makes life a bit difficult for many people, ladies and gentlemen, is that they do not understand cryptocurrency, right? They do not understand cryptocurrency and they do not make it easy upon themselves to consistently talk about this thing, cryptocurrency, or post about it on the WhatsApp status. It's rather better to post about, I don't know, something that doesn't even bring you money to your bank account, right? So we can talk about the legal status of cryptocurrency. This is how you can maximize your app. You can maximize your app by tapping into this market where it is permissible to use cryptocurrency. We obviously can't promote cryptocurrency to countries where it is banned, right? Or where it is restricted. But we can allow those contentious people to open up their mind to actually see how cool it is to make use of this digital money, right? So it's all about the law of demand and supply, right? The more people that want it, the more the price is going to go up. So the more people that buy it, the better the price. Now, when people are starting to take profit from the market because the price is going up and they already had an earlier position than you, let's say, for example, you only started today and they started last year, the value that they have is going to be better than yours because they got in early. So when you find an asset that is cheap,
You buy it, you hold on to it until until before such a time that more and more people start to realize that there's a cheap asset available. And the more people that realize, they may get that asset at a later price. And so everybody's percentage is never going to be the same based on the time that you start, because your profit is dependent not only on your capital, but more so it is dependent on the time that you get into the market on that specific coin and the time that you get out of the market on that specific coin. Because Royal Q is not promising you the stars and the moon. They are, however, promising you 0.5% to 5% per day on average based on your capital and the market. But then if you're like me and you want to be richer than rich, wealthy, then you would know that the rich or the wealthy don't sleep for 8 hours a day. Right? And so you want to be in the market at such a time whereby it is most active. And for me, in my time zone, I've noticed that the market is actually more active from midnight South African time to 3 a.m. in the morning. That's why I was able to make all of those sales, because I knew when to open my margin call. Most of you on the call probably don't even know what the margin call is. You know why? Because you didn't do your own research, right? So here's a value chain here, guys, whereby we're saying that, you know what, this cryptocurrency can start at zero, but it's us as people that give the cryptocurrency value. And Bitcoin in itself is the best known crypto. It is digital and decentralized currency. It exists electronically as a computer code. And it is people who give this cryptocurrency value because it is a medium of exchange for Bitcoin. This is cryptocurrency, a medium of exchange. So we actually exchanging our USDT for BTC, DOT, ADA, CRV, etc., etc. And all of these letters, right, are acronyms for the full name. BTC is Bitcoin, CRV is Curve Finance, ADA is Cardano. Most people don't even know this, but you know why? Because you don't do your own research. You don't go and use Coinmarketcap like we tell you to use, coinmarketcap.com. You don't use coingecko.com like we tell you to use. You don't use Masari like we tell you to use. You don't use Cointelegraph like we tell you to use. You don't use the cryptocurrency app like we tell you to use. And this is the reason that's going to separate me from you, going to separate Julius from you, because he studies people like Eric War. He studies people like Jim Ron. This is why he can follow up all these prospects. This is why he can make a list of names and numbers of people that he's yet to contact. Do you do that? Do you actually really want to maximize this intelligent app to give other people the opportunity to come and join us and enjoy with us? Because you are developing a better understanding and you are enhancing your knowledge and skills and mindset capability to do this business to the best of your ability with a great attitude. Are you actually doing that? This Bitcoin, this cryptocurrency has no physical counterpart. There's no government oversight here. It ensures security of your transactions and it is encrypted. Right? It is safe and secure. It's decentralized. It's available for everyone to see on the blockchain. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing that you can send money from your account to somebody on the other side of the world in a split second. So the blockchain is different to cryptocurrency, yeah, because that is where cryptocurrency operates. It enables existence of cryptocurrencies, the blockchain. So when you're thinking about cryptocurrency, you first have to think about blockchain. And you have to understand how the blockchain works. That in order for transactions to be completed, you need to make sure that you have a transaction fee, which is what we call the fuel fee that is within your asset. And so people get paid a lot of money, right? Because they understand the game. That's why the coach of the game of the football team, the coach of the football team will get sacked if he doesn't put some game plan into place whereby the team is going to perform well. Because when the team doesn't perform well, they don't blame the team, they blame the coach, yeah? And so for this reason, the coach will get paid more than the person who's asking the question. The coach will get paid more than the reporter or the person that's asking the question. Because the person that's asking the question didn't take out the time to go and do their own research first and then think of a quality question to ask. Because yes, there's no such thing as a stupid question. The only thing that's stupid is the question that wasn't asked. But once you understand this, that on a blockchain, it operates across a vast network of computers, You can make money while you sleep or while you're awake. And the sooner you wake up, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to make some good money in this business. 1 in 10 people understand how it works. Royal Q helps you create and develop a better understanding of how crypto works. Come, my boy, get inside. Hello, my baby. So, guys, I have the privilege to work from home. I don't need to go to an office. I don't need to answer to a boss. I don't need anyone to determine or write my paycheck for me. I can do it myself. With my coaching, it will be less complicated for you guys to understand, especially if you're in my team. Come to Zoom call, guys. Don't waste your data on scrolling through other people's lives or waste your data to try and withdraw that money from that scam platform that you joined last week. That money doubler platform or that platform that pays you 100% in 24 hours or whatsoever. They're going to scam you, guys, because you're taking your money from your wallet and sending it to theirs. If it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. Yeah? If that crypto is not with you, it's not your crypto anymore. So 1 in 10 people understand it, and 1 in 3 investors know little about it. In Royal Q, 1 in 3 investors know little about investing in this platform, but they invest in it because they see these other people making money. And not only because you see there's other people making money, but you too need to practice on how you can make this money. It is simple with Royal Q, ladies and gentlemen. $120 for your annual subscription, $20 as a reserved amount of money for your fuel fee, and $100 minimum in trade. Once you have your $240, get back to the person that invited you here and stay plugged in. Don't be like the other stupid people that withdraw their money, right, and don't have the patience to wait for the floating loss to pick up. They withdraw their money and go and invest it into a return on investment platform only to end up being scammed because they don't understand certain risks of investment. We can show you which coins are good to risk with, but we're not going to spoon feed you because you are not a baby, right? We're all adults here. So Bitcoin, nobody knows who created it. Even me, I don't know who created it. Even though it may sound as if I do, but I don't. I don't care also because it's making me rich. That's all that I'm worried about. To better learn to understand how it works. And so people say that it's a guy by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto who created it, or it's maybe a group of people by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. Nobody knows if it's a group of people or one person that invented Bitcoin. The very first digital currency available to man. If you had to buy 10 of these Bitcoins 10 years ago, you wouldn't be on the Zoom call because you'll be a multi-billionaire in dollars. If you knew what you're doing with it, you potentially could have even been a multi-trillionaire if you wanted to. I don't know. But it's all about the time, energy, and effort that you put into your business. And so April 14th, one Bitcoin was $63,000. Not too long after that, that very same Bitcoin, $50,000. Some stupid people would have then just sold it off because they're selling with their emotions. But the robot would have bought more on the dip. And when you come and see 7 days later, again on the end of the month or 7 months later, you would have seen that your money would have grown exponentially if only you had the patience, because this is a long-term investment. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme, as the negative thinking people would think. The biggest pyramid scheme is the job in the corporate world, because the CEO is always going to be the CEO. Yeah, with Bitcoin, you can be your own CEO with Bitcoin, with crypto, with altcoins, with Ethereum. You can be your own CEO, yeah? So if you really want to make money in the business and own cars like these, crypto can do it for you guys. Network marketing can do it for you guys. And we do see this coming in our lives. We are manifesting this in our lives because cryptocurrency can pay for those whoops. Right? If you want to be the best in the world, like this man over here, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, he was interviewed, and the reporter asked all of his teammates, who do they think is the best player in the world? They all answered Diego Maradona. Guess what was his answer? They asked him, so who do you think is the best player in the world? He said, me. All of his teammates laughed. I don't know why they laughed, but he proved to them that they were going to be the ones he proved to them that he was going to be the one to have the last laugh. This is why he's a GOAT. He's one of the greatest of all time. in football. And that is why he can be one of the richest players in the world. Because he believes that he's the greatest. He believes that he is the best, and he put in the work. He's the first on the training field and the last to leave. Yeah. So challenge yourself, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys know who this is. His name is DJ Sabu. He's a and he makes some good money for himself in the crypto industry. So if people can stay on a Zoom call after midnight and ask quality questions, nothing's stopping you from also coming to Zoom call and ask these questions. And without taking any much more of your time, Linus, you can go ahead and ask a question. Linus, you can go ahead and ask a question. So maybe it's because I gave Linus something very deep to think about. And now that I've taken Linus's thought I don't know. Linus, are you still there? If you're not there, Linus, then I'm going to give over to Laura. Laura, you can unmute yourself and ask a question. Is anyone there? Are you guys still able to hear me? I think it's because I must ask you to
Yes,
unmute.
you are loud and clear.
All right.
You are loud and clear.
I hope somebody's hearing me today. Or they're gonna continue to be, I don't know. I don't want to use the word stupid, but you'd be stupid if you're not listening to me.
Hello?
So Linus, go ahead. Yes, go ahead,
Yes.
Linus.
Yes, I'm saying I have registered, I've downloaded and filled all the form for Royal Q and also for Hubis, but I've not been able to activate it. The accounts have been bound together, So I have $98 in the Hubis, but it still is not trading. How do I do that?
You have how many dollars in UB?
98, it's 100 that I transferred, but I was told that they will take away $2 for whatever.
For the withdrawal fee, or what?
It may be something like that. Yes.
So you send too much money to Royal Q. That's another mistake, ladies and gentlemen, that people make, is that they're thinking that they're sending the investment to Royal Q. You're not. You're not sending your investment to Royal Q. You're only sending an amount of a minimum of $140, $120 for your pot and $20 for your fuel fee. And then the rest of your capital remains in your exchange. So don't make that mistake if you're new and you have joined a mentor that is not going to mentor you or doesn't know what they're talking about. I don't know why you joined that person there in the first place, because then they led you in the wrong direction. For this reason, many people around the world are coming to my inbox and saying, Coach Shay, I want to join your team because I like the way that you teach. I want to buy myself another robot. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because we cannot force anyone to stay with a certain leader. We can only but do our best. So leader, if you do want to withdraw that USDT from your Royal Q into your UB, you simply need to click on mine, click on asset, click on withdraw, and set the transaction password. Some of you have been in this business for 2-3 months, but you haven't withdrawn nothing. You haven't withdrawn nothing because you haven't even set the transaction password, and you haven't even earned a mere $30 that you will receive from the new person's activation. So yes, you click on mine, you click on asset, you click on withdrawal, and you withdraw into the USDT TRC20 wallet address. Did you get that?
Yes, I've done all those.
Yes. So what are you actually saying there? Please help me understand.
Yes, it's not active. The trading has not started, to trade. I was told that, I have to activate it to start trading so that the robot will now start doing the trading. I've done the withdrawal from Royal Q to Hibis, So it has not started trading.
So in other words, what you're saying, if I understand you correctly, you want your robot to start trading for you.
Yes.
So why didn't the person that invited you to the business show you how to do that?
Well, her problem is that because I'm using an iPhone, she said that she cannot share my screen. That's the only way, because we are not staying close together. So because I'm far away from where she is, she said unless she shares it, and I said, well, I have an iPhone. She uses an Android phone. So I don't know why that problem is.
Okay, at the end of the day, an excuse is always going to be excuse, whether you think it's a good excuse or a bad excuse. There's videos on YouTube that can show you how to do this, and there's also leaders in WhatsApp groups that have sent out screenshots and video recordings. I will help you. I don't mind helping you, but let's give Laura, Chief Phils, and Nomsa the chance to speak, and then we can come back to you. Okay, Linus?
All right.
All right, we love you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Hello, good morning, everybody on this side. Yeah.
Good morning.
My question is, I don't know if this meeting is about one shot. I'm really interested about one shot cycle, how it works. The other day, I asked Coach Julius to explain to me, but the meeting was not for that. So he said I should come yesterday, but yesterday, unfortunately, I have meeting. I have an appointment. So today I'm here. I wanted to know how it works. So I don't know if we are talking about that today or it's another meeting to talk about or to show me or what is the meaning of this one shot? How does it work? Or what do I have to do?
Yes, thank you for asking. You see, guys, it's a bit difficult for us. Yes, you're welcome. It's a bit difficult for us guys to do certain trainings on the working operation strategy of the bot if we too as leaders are trying to get new people into our team, right? And so when there's somebody that doesn't really know about Royal Q, don't have any clue on how it works, it is of course best for them to see how things happen. And so there's a difference between a cycle mode and a one-shot mode. Those are the two modes that you get, right? The one-shot mode allows you to scalp profit from the market. So you get three types of traders in Royal Q. You get the scalper, you get the day trader, and you get the swing trader. And then you get three types of investors that are investing in Royal Q, investing in cryptocurrency, which is the investor, which is the trader, and the gambler. That's what you need to establish. What kind of trader are you? What kind of investor are you? Are you an investor? Are you a trader? Or are you a gambler? Are you a swing trader? Are you a scalp trader? Or are you a day trader? And so many people don't have enough time to pay attention so that attention can pay them. And so when you're doing a one shot, you're simply scalping a percentage from the market, whereby you configure a trade setting and say that you wanted to take a profit of 2%, or you want the robot to buy for you at a certain margin call. So if you don't understand what margin calls are, and you don't understand margin configuration and all of these simple English words, then it's going to be a bit difficult. Because all I see here in our signal groups that is made available to you guys, because we send out signals, all I see here is people testifying and saying, boom, 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 I'm making money with DOT, I'm making money with Ant, I've invested, because I paid $120 for my annual fee, my $20 for my fuel fee, and at least $100 or $110, $120 for my trading. Now, people are fools to withdraw their funds because they're not patient to wait for that floating loss. Don't expect to be spoon-fed, ladies and gentlemen, because this is your business, right? You are not a baby. We are all adults. And this is somebody that I don't even have this person's number saved on my phone, but I see this person is actually quoting me. And I'm going to be as raw and as blunt and as frank as I possibly can be to help you guys open up your mind and realize that this is your baby. You need to take care of it. All right? So you are not a bot. You are in control of the bot. And so when you're doing a one-shot, you can even take as little as 1% from the market if you know when to get in. Because it's easy to get in and start buying, but most people don't understand how easy it is to also get out, because it's even easier to get out by just simply clicking on stop margin call and clicking on one shot. You stop the robot from buying more of the dip. And when it sells and you put it on a one shot, it's going to sell your entire position. and bring you back a profit on the current amount which you have invested. So if you have a good leverage, a good trading capital, a good liquidity, then the robot is going to bring you back some good profits. Now, this is what annoys me a lot in the business, is that when we're posting our earnings, people say, hey boss, hey leader, how much capital do you have? I just feel like telling that person, shut up and stop asking stupid questions, because your capital is not my capital. It's my personal, I don't even need to tell you how much capital I have, because there's people starting with different amounts. So now the person that is starting with $11,000 or $22,000 is going to have a different result compared to the person who is starting with $200, right? And so this can make somebody negative. This can make somebody negative. Why is his profit so big and mine so small? Why is his blue section? Why is his blue section of Royal Q showing so many dollars? 50, 60, 100,000, $1 million. Why is he showing? Because people in the business each start at a different time. So it's very easy to do the one shot if you are in the signal group, and if you're paying attention to the screenshots that have been sent or the screen recordings, and more importantly, so if you're coming to Zoom call, guys. So I hope, Laura, that you're going to stay more plugged in, and you're going to keep on asking questions, and we're going to help you as time goes on, because we have some exceptional leaders, not just me. I believe that I am an exceptional leader, and I want you, Laura, to believe the same thing, because when people are coming into your network, you are earning rewards, and the blue section in your Royal Q is going to help you earn direct activation gain bonus. It's going to help you earn direct quantification, team quantification, peer rewards, etc., etc. In the affiliate marketing, in the affiliate compensation plan of Royal Q, you can actually even earn more money than what you would on your trading capital. Most people don't have that much trading capital. And so to increase your trading capital, ladies and gentlemen, go and use this AD King app. Go and use Telegram. Go and use YouTube to educate yourself, make yourself more knowledgeable, and then share this information. Information is free to share. Now that you share this information, you can leverage on it. So trainings are done with that's concerned. And the more you stay plugged in, the more you keep your electricity on, the more the light will be able to start to shine inside of your head, right? So we are here to help you. We keep on everyone. We're not here to make money from you. We're here to make money with you. So whoever the person is that invited each of you to this call, get back to that person and pick their brains. And then you can decide whether or not you made a mistake to join with that person, because you just saw that there's a lot of money to be made. That person may have shared somebody else's testimony with you, and you thought that it's theirs. So now when you ask them the questions, you can tell that they don't know what they're talking about when they answer you. So whoever is presenting, we know what we're talking about, right? It's those people that are presenting that is going to make the most money in this business. All right. So I'm going to give Nomsa the chance to also unmute herself and go ahead and you can speak to us. We're listening. Nomsa, are you there? You can go ahead.
Hello?
You can go ahead, Nomsa, and unmute yourself and ask a question. All right, so Nomsa is not unmuting herself. I'm going to ask you again to unmute yourself. You can go ahead, Nomsa. I'm asking you to unmute.
I've done that, my coach. Why is it not?
All right. Yes, now I can hear you now. Maybe there was a mistake that you maybe muted yourself again unintentionally. We are listening,
Sure.
my dear.
Yes. Morning, everyone. Thank you so much, coach, for your advice. Last night, early hours of the morning, I was on the call, but this phone of mine just keeps cutting off. Even finish what I was going to ask, and then the phone cut off. Maybe it doesn't like the morning hours. I don't know. Can I share my screen, coach?
Yes, you can. But let us first now, seeing that Linus asked to be helped. Maybe you can see how we're going to help Linus to set up a trade.
Right.
and then we can
Right.
take it from there. One thing I want to make you aware of, Nomsa, is that your robot has now finished purchased the dips. I already know, right? The robot has finished
Oh,
purchased the
okay.
dips. Yes. And
Yeah.
this is what you need to understand, right? This is what everyone needs to understand. Let's say, for example,
Yes.
you only have $110 capital, and you put the robot on 10 margin calls with the first buy in amount of 10. You're telling the robot
Yes.
that you're telling the robot that you wanting it to buy 10 times the dip. And you know that the
Yes.
more the robot buys, yes, you know that the more the robot buys the dip, it puts you in a more favorable position if it only then purchased once the dip. And so now, based on your capital that you have existing in your exchange, the robot leader Nomsa has already purchased the dip for you, which means you are now a bag holder of 1 inch. 1 inch is the
Right.
coin that you hold in your bag, right? And when we talk
Yes.
about crypto
Yes.
and cryptocurrency terms, yes, that is one of the terms that we use. So if you want to be wearing a Fendi, Gucci, Prada, whatever kind of bag you'd like to wear out there, you're not going to go to the flea market to purchase it because you want to make sure that it's an exclusive handbag that you are purchasing that costs $2,000 in the shop where it
Okay.
is sold, right? So the same quality that you're gonna get in the in the shop is going to be based on the amount that you spend on that quality handbag. But if you're
All
going to go
right.
to the flea market and purchase that handbag on the flea market, the bag's not going to last you as long, and there's going to be certain defects on that bag that is going to be incomparable to the bag that you would find that is not a copy in the exclusive boutique, right? Now the same
Yes.
applies with crypto. Yes, the same applies with crypto. Is that this 1 inch, for example, is a Web 3.0 token. How do I know this? Because I did my own research. What is Web 3.0? I'm not going to elaborate about that, but that to me in itself, by me doing my research on the specific coin, it gives me more motivation to buy more of the coin. And so
Right.
if I buy this asset at a cheap price, let's say I bought it at $10 each, and I didn't have the patience because now I saw the market dropping and my $10 worth of 1 inch, my one token worth $10. Tomorrow it may end up being $9, and then I have my emotions with me, and I sell my crypto off in my Binance. Then I'm putting myself at a disadvantage because the robot doesn't necessarily stop trading that coin for you because you sold it off in your Binance. It's still available in your Royal Queue because the Royal Queue robot still holds your position in the market the last time that it has purchased. And so you
Right.
go into yes, so you go into what we call a floating loss
Right.
because of the fluctuation of the market, right? So the market is not constant, and the crypto that the bot has invested into for you is not a stable coin like USDT. So when you
Right.
have a portfolio that has more USDT than crypto, it is safe from fluctuation. Now, this is
Yeah.
the problem about us, even me. I like to get things fast. I want to make sure it happens now. And I like immediate gratification. We are human beings, and this is what happened whereby we fall into the trap of wanting to receive of wanting to see results now. Why? Because I won't mention any names of the platforms that we are busy with, but we want to see results now, and we believe inside of our minds that when we are sending our money to a platform, we are expecting a certain return on our investment. So let's
Yes.
use one of the infamous platforms called CashFX. Me, I'm also a member there, but we understand that they have a problem with their withdrawals. People are waiting already for 2 months for their withdrawal. Now, why would you want to send your money to a platform to somebody else's wallet address who is in control of the amount of times that you can withdraw? Whereas at Royal Q, we tell you that all that you need to do is just simply pay attention to the pot, and you can withdraw at any time with a minimum of $2. So even if you are able to withdraw $100,000, Royal Q is only charging you $2 for that withdrawal fee, right?
Oh
So
wow.
coming back to the crypto, that the bot has purchased for you, it has purchased that crypto for you at a later time than what it has purchased that crypto for me, because I started buying that crypto before you.
Yeah. Yep.
So due to the fact that I've started buying that crypto before you, it puts me at a more favorable position because I got into the market earlier than you, meaning I will be able to receive profits on that coin sooner than you. And so
Right.
because of this immediate gratification, we don't hodl. It's a cryptocurrency term, hold on for dear life. Because we know that in April 14, one Bitcoin was $63,000. We also know that April 23rd, that very same Bitcoin was $50,000. Right? You agree, right? You agree, right? Yes, even my 1-year-old boy, he agrees.
Aw, the
Right?
crypto boy.
Right? So I can feel confident that the money that I've invested into Royal Q stays with me, but it's also money that I can afford to lose. Not literally, but it's money that I don't need tomorrow or the next month. Right? And so I know that one of the main reasons why I am investing into cryptocurrency is for them, my kids. Right? It's for them because I know that Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. So if you started like me in 2013 buying Bitcoin or building a cryptocurrency portfolio without even having any knowledge about it, you would be in a better financial standing today because you had the patience.
Yeah.
Um, in our culture, in Islam, it says that Allah loves those who sabr. What is sabr? Sabr is patience. God loves those who have patience. And so if we do not have the patience for this crypto game, then we might as well go and take our money to a money doubler or an investment platform that is going to determine your paycheck for you. Right? Because Royal Q, ladies and gentlemen, does not depend on the new payments of new members to sustain its older members. Royal Q, you come in and you're on your own. You come into the market and you're on your own because you started at a different time, and it's up to you to come and listen, learn, and apply. So Nomsa, your bot has already purchased the dips based on the capital that you have, and it cannot buy anymore because there's no more USDT. So the only choice that you have
Yes.
is to wait for the market to pick up so that the robot can bring you back profit based on the previous position that it has purchased for you. Meaning
Right.
that now your margin calls have stopped. So if your margin calls has stopped and in your back office it is telling you to open the margin call, you will not be able to open the margin call and continue that operation strategy because there is a lack of USDT in your balance. So
Okay.
now if your focus is going to go there as to why your bot isn't working, when in actual fact it is working, it's just waiting for the opportune time to sell because it's never going to sell off at a loss. In that time that you are waiting for the bot to do something that you maybe think it's not going to do because you're waiting longer than expected, because you receive profits on the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and nothing on the 30th, you would soon come to realize and understand that you may receive profits on the 1st that is worth the exact same amount of profits that you received in the space of 4 days. Because in one day, you can receive profit that you received across the span of 4 days in the Royal Queue. If only you have the patience. And when I speak, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I speak for myself as well. I need to remind myself to be disciplined and to build my character while I'm waiting. And so how I build my character while I'm waiting is to use what I'm learning or what I've learned and come and teach it to you guys. Because I don't know everything about crypto. I don't know everything about crypto trading, but I do know that there's a robot that can do the work for me if I keep the robot happy. Yes. 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 So guys, it's like the excitement of a child. The child is going to ask you, Dad, what's this? Dad, what's this? Or Mom, what's this? Or Auntie, what's this? Or how this, etc., etc. And that's why you guys come to Zoom call. So yes, floating loss Red in your background, in your back office is good. It's excellent. Why? Because there's opportunity when you see red. And then when it's green, the opportunity is dancing with you on the dance floor because you were ready on the dance floor to dance with opportunity before opportunity came to the dance. So, Nomsa, you have come to the dance floor. You have taken the opportunity to dance with opportunity. And so now you just have to wait for opportunity to come back from the toilet to come and dance again with you on the dance floor. If I must put it to you that way. All right. So until such a time you add more capital, you can open up the margin calls, or you can even do a manual trade on another coin, and you can make profit because capital is king in this business. And also, your capital is not going to disappear. Your capital is going to come back to you when the robot sells your entire position. Your USDT will come back, and your profit will be in your 1-inch wallet in your Binance. It's as simple as that. Does it make sense, Leader Nomsa? Is Leader Nomsa still there, guys? I'm asking you to unmute again.
Should I unmute my own?
I'm asking you to unmute again.
Okay. Right, I
Yeah,
have.
so
Should I unmute?
So
that
no,
makes sense,
now,
right?
Coach J, Coach
Excuse
J,
me?
thank you. Coach J, I was saying thank you. That's what I understood as well. So
Okay.
much so that you know, I've put another money in Luno just to
Okay,
add
good.
on my portfolio to make,
All right. Excellent.
to convert it to USDT, because I thought that's what has happened, but I just wanted to double check it and confirm it with you if what I'm thinking is the correct thing, because I did think so. And there's a message that says I must open the margin call. I thought I cannot open it because there's no money to do it. There's no
Correct.
USDT. So I was just double checking if my thinking is in par with what is happening. And
Wonderful.
I'm very, very patient. I understand what's going on. I think, and I know it's gonna come back when it's time for it to give me the profits. It's gonna do it itself. So I'm not panicking. I'm not worried about that. But I just wanted
Excellent.
reassurance that this
Yes.
is the correct thing that I have done. So now I'm just waiting for the money to be cleared, and then I'm waiting. And what I was going to ask you, would you advise me to just open that again, or choose another, take another one, or what would be your advice in that case?
I would start off by saying, first and foremost, I'm not a financial advisor.
Yes, I know that.
And if I did tell you what I think you should do, and it doesn't turn out the way that I'm speculating, because cryptocurrency trading is all about speculating. And if it doesn't turn out the way I speculated, then I don't want you to turn around and blame me for having to wait maybe a little bit longer. So according to my experience, let me just give my boys some of his porridge. Sorry, guys. Right,
It's all right.
and the beauty of working from home, I love it, guys, because I get to work remotely anywhere in the world. I get to spend more time with my wife, more time with my boys, and it's amazing, guys. So, Leader
Yes.
Nomsa, I want to say that it's always going to be dependent on your capital. So, first and foremost, how much capital do you have in trade on the current coin? Because these are critical questions that we all need to ask ourselves before we actually even think of taking up another trade, right, manually. So, how
It's
much capital do you?
$200. $200.
At the moment, you have $200 in trade.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so the robot has purchased of the 1-inch, making use of your full $200. And
No,
what
no,
is the
coach.
floating loss?
No,
Mm-hmm.
coach. It's not just because I have two. It's two coins. It's link and 1-inch.
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
So
then the
the
focus.
money is between
Yeah.
those two. Do you want me to share the screen?
Yes,
Because I
please.
wouldn't
Yes,
be able to tell
yes,
you
please.
exactly what
Share
is
the
in
screen, and
where.
I'm giving you first preference over Linus because you have decided to join Team Coach J. You have decided to join Team Born Fighters. So it's only fair that I give the person the opportunity who is paying me the chance to share a screen. Go ahead, my leader, share your screen. Linus, please forgive me. We still love you.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the advantage. There is the advantage. And then start now. Okay, and let's go to my box right here. And
Yes, please.
ta-la-la.
All right. So immediately I see in your home section, which is showing you the operation strategy of your coin, that 1 inch is in a floating loss, or rather 1 inch is giving you a return rate of negative 3.38, which is not far from the average price. Scroll down, please. Let's see the other percentage. It's 17.24. Now I don't know if you recall when we were chatting, and I said to you, once you see 4 cells in your news section,
Yeah.
if you change it from cycle to one shot, that clearly to me it's something that you did not do. I don't know why, but 1
Because
inch
I did,
has
I
already.
thought, I'll tell
Mhm.
you why, Jay, because I was looking for it because the previous one, I saw 3 cells, and I was looking, I thought this 4 will come as well, and I couldn't see it. And I was like, when is it coming? Because I thought it
Mhm.
will come, like I've seen the previous one, the previous 3, it came at the somewhere, can't remember where,
Mhm.
but somewhere here it told me 3. So I was thinking there will be another indication to me, and I knew exactly what to do, but I couldn't.
So if you would agree that if you tap on 1 inch, for example, because 1 inch is the coin, Kalila Nomsa has left us, where she does have a problem with her phone. She's back again. Kalila Nomsa, you can continue. So if for example, this is all based on speculation, right, guys? But also trust in the robot, because the robot is going to do what it says it's going to do. And if we send a trade setting, and if we send a signal and you get into that signal a bit later,
Yeah.
then you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage, because the entry price that you entered in on that trade is a bit different to the people who started that trade before you. And
Okay.
one of our problems is that we may tend to overcompensate and overtrade. And I don't really even recall that we did 2 trades, because the only time that you want to do another trade is if you have more capital. So once you add more capital, you have a choice now to be a bag holder of your link and your 1 inch, which I think is 2 tokens. And don't take this as financial advice, guys, on the call. But
Okay.
chain link and 1 inch is 2 coins that you can accumulate and hodl for life.
Right.
Because yes, because they are very good tokens according to the research that I have done. But don't take my word for it. Allow it to resonate with you by you actually taking out the time to do your own research on that coin. Okay. Now, the current floating loss that you have on 1 inch is far way less than the floating loss that you have on link, which is fine. The only way
Okay.
that you're going to allow the martingale strategy to operate effectively is by adding more margin calls and then opening the margin call to enable the bot to buy the dip. And so now when the bot is able to buy the dip, it's going to buy when low and sell when high. And it doesn't even have to wait until it reaches that first entry price before it can sell for you. Because it's based on the real-time strategy, based on what the current market is doing right now. So you get an average price and you get a current price. Now, the closer the current price is to the average price, the better your chances are of closing that trade off on a one shot. because then you're
Okay.
closing the whole position. But now, if the robot is going to continue to buy, then it's going to deplete your funds in USDT, and you're going to have a fair advantage in the market. But you may think that you are having an unfair advantage in the market because of the lack of understanding according the operation strategy of the bot. Right?
Okay. Mhm.
Now, the, the, the recommendation, and this is not advice, the
Yeah.
recommendation that I can give to you is to learn how to do a one shot and not a
Okay.
cycle trade. Learn how to do a one shot and not a
Okay.
cycle trade. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference between a one shot and a cycle. Please give him something. All right. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
It's
I know
okay.
you
We
guys.
understand.
All right. So there's a difference
Been
between a
there, done
cycle
that.
coin and a one shot. And you have stopped sharing your screen so that I can make everyone aware. So please go ahead and share your screen again. Hopefully your phone doesn't kick you out.
Okay.
So guys,
It's done.
once you
Yeah.
become good at once you become good at the one shot, money is going to know your address, guys.
Yeah. It knows my address. It just says it has forgotten a little bit now. It does know my address.
That's
So
good.
I need to give it a kick and remind it.
Yes, please. Yes, please. So if you're sharing your screen, I'll be able to now further go and speculate as to what I think you can do, right? So 1 inch is closer to the return rate, closer to the average price than what link is. And then once you can get rid of one coin at a time, the better it's going to be for you. But it may take you a bit longer to get profit on those existing coins. And for this reason, you can actually take your capital and you can have the option of doing a one-shot manual trade and getting profit on your manual trade that you have executed on a one-shot instead of having to wait for the profit to come back on the trade that is in cycle mode. So Leader Nomsa has left us, and I think that this should give even more motivation, ladies and gentlemen, to share that link, so that when you set yourself a goal, I want to buy myself a Samsung S22, because that's the one that I'm aiming for in the new year, right? Because I know I'm going to use my smartphone as an asset. My smartphone is going to pay me and will be able to do faster processing. We'll be able to take better pictures, high quality videos, etc. And so now that I have, when I'm going to get my S22, my Samsung S22, that's going to enable me to tap into the metaverse. Oh my goodness, guys. Which year are we going into? We're going into the year 2022. Fourth industrial revolution, things are changing at the blink of an eye. And if we're not going to wake up, we're going to miss out. And so, as I was saying, if now, for example, we're using this business to set smart goals, right? I want a Samsung S22. When do I want to get it? I want to get it at least by the end of February 2022. Let's make the date 28th of February 2022, right? I set a goal. I made it specific. I want a Samsung S22. The color must be black, and my phone cover must be red, right? And I made it specific, right? I put a measurement on there. I know it's achievable because I know what it is that I need to do with Royal Q in order to achieve that. I know it's realistic, and I put a time. It's a smart goal. You guys know how to set goals. Oh my goodness. Guys, setting goals is nice because you hold yourself accountable and you get to work towards achieving that goal. So if you know that you have a high quality operating phone, you're going to feel more confident to share your business or to show people your screen in person, face to face, because they'll see, wow, you gonna hold your nice phone. That phone cost about what? 30,000, 25,000 South African rands or 30,000 South African rands. It's a lot of money, guys, for a cell phone. But you have your reasons as to why you want it, right? And it's the same way you have your reasons as to why you want to buy that bag that is not going to put more money in your bank account. The same reason why you want to buy those high heels or shoes that is not going to put more money in your bank account. But when you're buying these assets, these cryptocurrency assets, it can put money in your bank account once you learn how to do it. And then once you have completed your learnings, you'll then start earning. So having said that, guys, this business can be used in such a way whereby you can set a goal for yourself as to, okay, so if I'm trading 1 inch, I know it has sold thrice already, and that 3 times that it has sold has actually brought me 3.9% of the amount that I invested in that coin, because the whole position take profit ratio is 1.3%. So what percentage are you happy with for the day? Are you happy with just 1%? Because 1% is better than no percent. 1% is a percentage that you would never have received from your bank anyway. And so how much are you actually really happy with when it comes to earning based on your trades that you do, and also more especially so based on the capital that you have? Right, so if you know that your robot was able to sell the specific coin for you thrice, and the whole position take profit ratio was on 1.3%, that's a total of 3.9%. But it's up to us to sell off completely when our greed permits. And it's important to be greedy when others are fearful. It's important, because I'm not telling you this. This is something that I heard from the great Warren Buffett, who has, I think, about 14 streams of income, if not more. So one of the streams of income that we have is the trading profit. And he says, if you don't make money while you sleep, then you're going to work until you die. And so if you're going to sleep on your robot, then you might as well literally go under the bed sheets and go and sleep. So there was something I wanted to say. So yes, if you set yourself a goal and tell yourself you wanted to buy yourself the cell phone, what do you need to do to get it? When are you going to get it? Where are you going to get it? Which store are you going to, which service provider are you going to use, etc., etc. It needs to be that specific. And so once you have all of these written down, once you have written down a goal and you have a plan, because you began the winning in your mind, right? So when you win in your mind, you'll be able to win in the reality. That's where it starts. And then you are now going through your back office, you're practicing your skill through trial and error. And once you have perfected your skill or perfected the art of spot trading, one-shot cycle mode, you now need to have a strategy. Are you strictly just going to work on a one-shot strategy? Are you strictly just going to work on a cycle strategy? How much percentage do you want to take from the market on any given day? 2%, 3%? How many coins are you going to trade based on the capital that you have? How much patience do you have? Can you actually wait for 1 or 2 months for the market to pick up before it brings back the profit? If you cannot wait for the market to bring back the profit on your coin, then go and open your mouth, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Go to knock on the door of your neighbor and say, hey, neighbor, we haven't spoken in a long time, but I think, I have something that I want to show you that can help us have a closer bond, because I don't think that we have been good neighbors over the past few years. We need to love our neighbors, yeah? But then we need to not forget that it all begins at home first, right? So once you are charitable towards yourself at home, or charitable towards the people within your household, things in this business will start to become easier. If it wasn't for the charitable spirit of my upline, oh my goodness, guys, I wouldn't be here today, and I wouldn't be able to speak with so much confidence. I just made her the host now. But you know how committed and dedicated this woman is that Doris Angel is in the hospital, or I don't know if she's still at the hospital with a baby, but she's still here, guys, for you guys on the call. She's even helping the downlines. She can say to the downline, you know what, I can't help you because I'm at the hospital with my baby, and you need to understand. You need to be patient, right? But because she loves people and she loves what she does, that's why she can earn $400, $500 a day as a VIP 4 member, if not more than $500 a day. That's why she can have people or someone in a team that's on VIP 5 and she's still on VIP 4.
it shows the leadership, it shows the duplication. So guys, you can go on and talk about coaching, talk about leadership, talk about trading, talk about crypto, talk about this, that, and the other, and be philosophical and prophesize this and say this and that. And it may sound like I'm Pastor Coach Jay or Mfundisi Coach Jay, but it's a bit difficult to help everyone at the same time. We can't help everyone, right? But we can help people one by one and then develop leaders so that those leaders can help others, right? So, yeah, Leader Nomsa, are you still in the house? Yes, you are co-host. You can unmute yourself.
Hopefully this time it's not gonna do the nonsense it did. Yeah, Coach. You know, I fully, I think I fully get what you're saying, and the fact that you need to be patient, that I understand fully, and I'm fully with you. I know you can't just. It's like you're gambling if you just do this today and then you expect money tomorrow. I've shared my screen. I don't know if you can see it. So you were still talking about the recommendation.
Yes, no, I can't see your screen, but my recommendation would be to focus on what you have. I love mine, right? So if I'm going to focus on things that I don't have, that means that I don't really love what's mine. And so what I would recommend is go and do some research on the coin that you do have. Both link and 1 inch being coins that I personally think you can hold for life. More especially so the link than the 1 inch. But I can say, based on my research, that next year, this time, that link is going to please you. That 1 inch is going to please you. And so you have the choice, and it's entirely up to you as to how much time you're going to have in order to be plugged in, because then you can use the new capital that you're going to send now from Luno to Binance and then exchange that from, I don't know if you're going to, a good idea would be to send XRP from Luno. So you buy XRP, you send the XRP to Binance, and you sell
Yes.
the XRP. Yeah, you sell the XRP for USDT. Why do you want to do that? Because it's fast and cheaper than doing it with Bitcoin.
Yes, that's what we did previously. You advised me to do that. That's how I did initially. So I'm going to continue doing it that way. Yeah.
Perfect. Or alternatively, you can buy USDT directly from Binance using your bank card, debit card, or credit card. You can buy directly.
I tried that, but for some reason I don't. But it's all right. I'm doing it this way. I tried it before, but it wouldn't work. So the Lunar way works for me.
That's perfect. And then my recommendation and encouragement to you is to sit down with Mr. Matiso. Actually, rather don't sit down, take a walk with him and talk with him. Not serious, because when we're walking, it does something to the mind. So if my wife and I want to speak about something, I say, rather let's go and take a walk so that we can talk instead of sitting there. Yeah, it's just better like that, right? So once he comes in, because he's in the same house as you, obviously, you guys will then be able to talk about something that is going to, help you guys put two heads together, because two heads is better than one. Great things happen in pairs. And so I'm always one to say that, if I'm saying yes to something, what am I saying no to? And if I'm saying no to something, what am I saying yes to? So you can check your real queue again. Hopefully the screen doesn't stop sharing.
I've spoken to my sister this morning. She's in King Williamstown.
Yeah, you're breaking up again, my dear. Hope you can still hear us. So the profit on the link over here, ladies and gentlemen, is the profit floating loss is minus 21%. The current return rate is minus 17.7% on link.
By the time I suggested that leader Nomsa go into this trade, it was pumping and it probably sold already 3 or 4 times. And after it has sold thrice or 4 times, suppress your greed, stop the margin call, put it on one shot, so that on the third, fourth, or fifth time that it's able to sell, it's going to sell the whole position. And once it sells the whole position, it won't trade that coin anymore. Let me give to Mama Beauty. Mama Beauty, this lady, wow, she's persevered. Guys, she's always asking me questions, even though the API binding was giving her trouble and giving her notification to say that the API is invalid, there's an error whatsoever. She persevered, guys. She stopped using UB, now using Binance, and she's making money, guys. And that's why she's excited to speak. The first time I see her, she's actually raising her hand. Go ahead, Mama Beauty.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good day, everyone. Hi. Yeah, Coach, my question is, I just want to find out how I can observe the trend for any specific coin when I want to enter a trade. I don't know where to find the trade scheduled.
If I understand you correctly, you're referring to the signals that are sent or what?
Yes, sometimes when you send the signals, sometimes you don't send, then I want to watch the trend of a specific coin just for me to trade by myself. On my device, I don't know where to find trend. I'm not sure if I can share the screen, then you
Share
show
your
me where I
screen
can go.
share your screen and then you explain to me what exactly you're referring to, please.
Yes, thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah, can you please see my screen? Yeah, let me find my royal queue quickly.
This is Matiso. I'm with you every step of the way.
Yes, Coach. For
Once the funds
example,
come in, then I'm going to help you. Nomsa. Yes, Leader Beauty.
if I'm taking this coin here and I'm gonna have a look at its trends before I set a trade, I do the trade setting. How do I see the trend of this coin, for example? Where do I go to see the trend?
This is gonna be how can I say, guys? It has to be a lesson on its own, because once I start talking about trend lines and expected moving averages and the cup and handle and this and that, it's going to make people fret and fear, right? But it's quite simple. You see, Royal Q has a hot section and they have a 24-hour volume section. So click on the arrow in the top left-hand corner to go back. Let's focus on the Royal Q and not too much on the UB or the Binance exchange, because that is where you will start to focus on once you become more advanced, right? So let's see now, when you click on home, bottom left-hand corner, because the aim is to let the robot do the work for us, right? We don't want to stress about trend lines and so forth. We want to get into a trade based on the trend that we see here. So click on home, bottom left-hand corner. And this is what I do before I get into a trade, right, at Royal Q. Now, next to operation strategy is hot. So tap on hot next to operation strategy in the middle of your screen.
Yes.
Right. Now you will see there's something that says the currency pair, obviously, the last price, and the strategy ratio. Yeah. So if we scroll down, look if 1 inch is on this list.
It's here right by the bottom.
And because it's the last one with the least percentage, does it show you opportunity? Does it show you opportunity if it's the last one on the list with the percentage of ratio, strategy ratio of 2.1%? Of course it does, right? Because it has the opportunity to now surpass XRP, surpass Atom, surpass Doge, because it's on the hot list. Many people are buying it. Why are many people buying it? Why is it on the hot list? Because it's a Web 3.0 token. It's a fantastic token to own.
especially because of the fact that it's not expensive. It's only the last price is $2.41. This token has the potential to go over $3 next year. Right, but don't
Okay.
quote me on this. I'm not a fortune teller, right? And I do not control the market because I'm not a billionaire yet. Once I'm a billionaire, then I'm going to control the market. Now, now click on 24-hour volume next to hot.
Okay. 24-hour volume next to
Hot on
to
top of the screen.
okay.
So 24-hour volume, there you go. Now remember, the coins that you're viewing here is in your Binance. Where do you want to trade? Do you want to trade this coin in your Binance or do you want to trade it in your UB?
UB or Binance anyway.
All right. All right. So I'm just making you aware that next to 24-hour volume is, if you tap on Binance over there, it shows you Binance, UB, and Coinbase because those are the three exchanges, right? So you can tap on any one wherever you're going to trade and check which coins are actually in the hot list and which coins are in the 24-hour volume list on the exchange that you're going to trade. So let's say UB, for example. Is 1 inch here on the 24-hour volume in UB? Just check the list.
No, not here.
All right.
It's not
Check the hot
all right.
section. Check the hot section.
Hot section.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is 1 inch over here?
Yes. At the
It's
bottom.
telling me, yes, it's telling me that it's a hot coin to trade. But now how do I check the trend? I check the trend based on what I see here in the hot section because the coins that are in the hot section have the opportunity to come into the 24-hour volume section. Because the more money that is pumping into this coin, the better it's going to be for us. And so I use an application called well, there's many that I use, but 3 of them is called Coinmarketcap.com, CoinGecko.com, and Masari.com. Masari for me is better than Coinmarketcap.com and CoinGecko. I just like the layout and the way they explain things and how I'm able to do my research. So go and search, ladies and gentlemen, go and search for this app, Masari, MESSARI, Masari. Very good app to use. You can even do your cryptocurrency thesis on there if you wanted to.
Okay.
Right. So how I check the trend is by checking the hot section and then checking the 24-hour volume section. And then I go to the trade. So I go to 1 inch.
1 inch.
Yes, in your
Where is
operation
one?
strategy. So go back. I'm sorry, in your quantitative section. So you go back and you click on quantitative, the bottom next to home. You check on 1 inch in the UB. Tap on it, you can see there's a change in percentage of minus 3.80. The current price is 2.41. Now I need to go to Masari and check what was the highest high of what was the all-time high, the ETH, the all-time high of this coin. I need to go and check in Masari. Or I need to go and check in coinmarketcap.com or coingecko.com to see what the all-time high of this coin was. And is it possible in the next day, or if I'm going to hold the trade for 24 hours, is it possible for this coin to at least pick up above 3.8% to then give me a good average price, because I'll be able to see what the average price of the coin is in these apps that I just mentioned. And then based on my speculation, and based on the trend that I see on the chart, I will then be able to make a more informed decision. So go to UB, go to markets, then you search for. Guys, I'm going out today to spend some Royal Q money. I don't know about you guys.
I can't see markets.
All right. So you're gonna go to UB Exchanger. Sorry, forgive me for not being specific. The UB Exchanger, because now this is where the more technical side of things happen. But once again, I'm going to repeat, ladies and gentlemen, you don't even need to do this. You just need to trust the strategy, set the margin configuration, and know when you want to get out of that trade until you have had enough. Because you cannot go to a restaurant. You cannot go to the restaurant and order champagne beans, and after champagne beans, you order this, you order pap and meat, and then after the pap and meat, you order burger and chips, and after the burger and chips, you order spaghetti bolognese, and you're not going to be able to finish all of that food. You're going to be sick when you're done, right? So the same applies with cryptocurrency trading. You need to be conservative and need to focus at least on one coin at a time, or 2 coins at a time, or 3 coins at a time, based on your skill set. And if you cannot focus on these coins, then put capital and put on a copy trading strategy, and let the strategy be synced for you, and allow the sync strategy to do its work. So you're logging into your UB.
Yes, coach.
Yes, that's fine. And I hope and trust that you put Google Authenticator on your UB, please. Because I don't know if there is robbers on the call. Where I'm from, they call them 26ers. So put the Google Authenticator on your phone, okay? On your UB, secure it. So go and search
I
for
go
1
to
inch.
market. Okay.
Please, sorry. Yes, search for 1 inch, and we're gonna see the different time frames. We're gonna see the expected moving averages. We're gonna see the trend line. We're gonna see how close these lines are to each other, how far away they are from each other. Are they crossing each other? What is the relative strength index of guys? This is huge, guys. This market is huge, and it's vast, and it's broad, and I don't want to be too technical with you guys, because the bot Royal Q AI Royal Quantify AI is there to do the business for us, as long as we are feeding the baby. Treat it like a baby. We feed the baby's going to be happy. Wash the baby, change the nappy, dress the baby nice. Then afterwards, when the baby's happy, the photos that you take with the baby is going to look even nicer. So you're searching for 1 inch. You're in the UB news section. So what you want to do is, my love, you're gonna click on the top right hand corner, and you're going to search for 1 inch. You see the magnifying glass there in the top right hand corner?
Yes.
Yes, 1 inch. 1 inch USDT is the third one.
Yes.
Right though. So this yesterday saying to me, Ramesh, buy this coin. I would say buy this coin because it's showing me three red candles with a wick pointing in an upward direction. So there's opportunity that the market is going to increase on this coin. Why? Because look what the red candle is doing now. There was first a wick pointing in an upward direction. There was no wick at the bottom of that candle. And so the moving average 30, which is the pink one, is showing, and the moving average 10 is showing a chance of uptrend, right? So the previous uptrend of this coin was like more green candles than red candles. I told you guys why. It's a Web 3.0 token. But I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a genie. But I can tell you guys which coin I think is going to do well. You can choose it, you can buy it, you can let the robot sell it and make profit for you. But when you're going to get out of that trade is important, because now you don't want your USDT stuck in this trade, and then you're unable to have more USDT to pick up another trade. So what you want to do is, you can see, this is my favorite time frame, 15 minutes. Right?
Okay.
I like 15 minutes because I know my concentration span as a human is only 15 minutes. I cannot concentrate longer than 15 minutes. The robot can concentrate longer than 15 minutes, yeah? So with that being said, it's really not too complicated to understand, but based on the time frame that you are trading in, or the time that you have in order to trade. So I usually use the 15 minutes. I use can you see what's happening, guys? I told you now's a good time to buy. And you can see what's happening. You can I already know by just glancing at the graph, I already know that there's a chance of that there's going to be an increase, because I explained to you guys what to look out for now, based on the candle and the candle wick. Right? So if I got into the trade at $2.34 each, and the price now is $2.4 each, because I held this trade, I hodled this coin from 2.3 to 2.4, I've made incredible profit. I can now decide to sell all of my 1 inch and have USDT again because the currency pays 1 inch USDT. Or I can decide to sell 25%, 50%, or 75% or 100% of the coin. It's up to me, right?
Yes. Mm.
All right. So there's opportunity in the market all the time, as long as you know what you want from the market, and 1% being the minimum amount that you can take from the market using Royal Q. Now tap on the 4-hour time frame. It's next to 1 hour. So I like the 15-minute time frame because my concentration span is at least 15 minutes, and I know I can at least take 1% from the market whenever I want to. So even if I had $1,000 and I put it in trade, I'll make one margin call, I stop the margin call, I put it in one shot, boom. 1% of $1,000 is nice money that I wouldn't have received on my
Yes.
$1,000 in the bank anyway. Guys, it's increasing. Why is it increasing? Because I know what candle I'm looking at. Now, in order to know about candles, go and check my WhatsApp group. I don't send the stuff there for nothing, guys. Go and check in the media. Don't be that person that comes late to the phone, which is fine because you have your busy life and you're doing what you need to do. But don't be that person that comes to the phone and then clicks on the arrow at the bottom right hand corner of your screen to go to the last message. Sit quiet for 15, 20 minutes and go through the messages. There's something you're going to learn there. If there's media, you don't have to download all of the videos that are sent to the group, but at least click on the things that appeal to you in such a way whereby maybe it's a graph or it's something about crypto, because you can see what's on the image. You maybe cannot see it clearly because you haven't downloaded it completely. But what you're feeding your mind whilst you're busy trading is important. And so how do we know the trend line? By checking the all-time high, or the all-time low and the all-time high. Knowingly that there's opportunity from 2.4 to, what is this, 2. Okay, from 2.34 to 2.44. That's it, the highest high that it can go. Guys, you guys would have been in profit now if you had just tapped on start. Now, if you didn't know, I'm going to let you guys know that you can actually set all of your coins in Royal Q to a certain strategy that you choose. So if you want all of your coins to be on one shot, you tap on batch settings. And in batch settings, you can select 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 coins that you want to trade, because you can trade 40 coins in Binance, you can trade 40 coins in UB, but obviously the money is going to talk when you want to trade that many coins, right? And so you can put the operation strategy on each of those coins to your take profit amount, to your trading parameter amount, to ensure that the bot does all of this for you, what I'm speaking about. So for those smart people on the call, and you have 1 inch trading for you and you have capital in trade, go open your margin call. And if it has reached the margin call limit, add more margin calls, add 3 margin calls. So when you're adding the 3 margin calls, you need to click on margin configuration. Why? So that you can configure the margin calls, because it's going to be on a preset setting. So for example, Mama Beauty, go to your Royal Q. We're not focusing here on the chart. We love Royal Q because Royal Q does the business for us. I just showed you guys more or less how to know when to get into the trade, right? Because 1 inch is on the hot list here. And soon you may see it in the 24-hour volume list, but don't quote me on this. Now go to quantitative. Bottom left next to home. Now search for 1 inch. What's your goal? Do you want to put this on a cycle strategy, or do you want to just shoot it once to kill and then you can bury
One
it?
shot.
All
One
right,
shot.
one shot. So now if you're going to do a one shot on this coin, you can see the current price is 2.4. And of course, you're gonna have to hold the trade until the robot can actually reach that 1.3% or 1% or 1.1%. Now, what I've seen is a lot of the top traders in the Royal Q circles is using a whole position take profit ratio amount of 1.1%. I think there must be a reason why these top traders are using 1.1%, because they know that the market can change rapidly, and at least 1.1% is a reasonable amount to take from the market at any given time, right? So if you want to do a one shot, you cannot make two margin calls. You need to make one margin call. You can make two margin calls, but it also just depends on what your capital is. So how much capital are you going to have to trade with?
It's only $20, which is there.
And so if I understand you correctly, you want to use this $20 right now on 1 inch, or you want to choose a coin that can bring you back profits now?
Yeah.
Which one is it? You want to trade the 1 inch, or you want to choose another coin that can bring you back profits now?
Even 1 inch, coach, because I just wanted to learn how to find the trend, and to know how
Okay.
to do it. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So then 1 inch first buying amount is 10. If you have $20, it needs to be a little bit more than $20. So how much exactly is it to the nearest decimal?
No,
Because there's something called,
one margin call is fine, coach.
all right, because
It's okay.
there's something called slippage in cryptocurrency trading, whereby the robot is actually going to use a little bit more than $10. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but in your position amount, if your first buying was $10, it may take 50 pennies more, depending on the erratic fluctuation in the market. Okay, so one margin call, one shot. Now, after doing the one margin call, what are you expecting? What profit are you expecting to take from the market as your whole position take profit ratio? Once off with your 10.
1%.
1%. Now change the 1.3 to 1%, because 1% is the minimum amount that we can change it to. All right. The whole position take profit callback 0.3. That's fine. You can leave it like that. What is important is margin configuration. So tap on margin configuration. Can you see this? So what is this telling you, Mama Beauty? 3.5%. What does it tell you? What is your understanding of that? Excuse me?
I have to 0.2.
So you wanted to buy when the market drops by 0.2.
I think so.
That means that it's going to buy quite frequent. It's going to buy frequent almost immediately after doing the first buy, because the first buy doesn't get counted here. The first buy is just the first buy, and then the second buy will be counted here on the first call, right? So your first buying amount is your first buying amount, but your first call will be based on the other capital that you have in your exchange. So if you only have $20 on the dot, you're not going to be able to allow the robot to buy for the second time on the first call, because of the slippage. So you need to have at least $21 or $22 to make it happen, if you want the robot to buy a second time, right? Now, on the first call, the margin call drop. I'll show you what is a margin call drop. A margin call drop is telling us that when the market drops by this percentage that you have entered here, the robot is going to buy in multiples of 1, multiples of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50, 100, 200, whichever multiples you would like to put there. But the multiples is going to be based on your capital. So if you have $30 and you set the robot like this, and you leave it on 2 times, then the robot won't be able to buy 2 times, meaning that the margin call is going to stop.
Yes.
And then you're going to just be sitting with $10 in this trade. So on the first call, usually we say 0.5, because these are all of this. Most of the time, when the market drops by 0.5, it can also increase by 0.5 same time. But 2 times is not going to be a plan because 2 times there's not enough capital for 2 times.
Yes.
Now remember, this is only if you want the robot to buy for the second time after
Oh,
the first buy-in amount. If you only
okay.
wanted to focus on the first, if you only wanted to focus on the first buy-in amount, then you must allow the robot to be, so to say, to be tricked, and you can put the
Mm.
the first call on 50, 30, or 60% because there's no chance that the market is going to drop that low. Meaning that
Okay.
you have now told the robot to only buy should the market drop by that percentage. But you can also, after saving the trade, after saving the margin configuration, the trade setting, you can also do what we call stop the margin call manually. So when you stop the margin call, even though you have 0.5 here or 50 or whatever numbers you have here, it's not going to matter after setting the margin configuration. Reason being is because you have stopped the margin call before you actually start the trade. Are you with me, Mama Beauty? So you can even leave it on 0.5 and understand that should the market drop by 0.5, it's going to buy another $10 one time. And now we say to make things a bit easier for you, we say that you can even put the 2 times, because if it buys 2 times and your first buy-in amount is 10, effectively that means you're going to have $20 deducted from your Binance or UB balance in USDT. Now, the bigger the buy-in amount is and the more frequent the buy-ins, the better it's going to be. Why? Because you allow yourself and give the robot the opportunity to buy more of the dip so that you can be in a better position in the market and so that the robot can sell for you. All right. So you can confirm this. This is one shot.
Yes.
Right? Buy-in callback, make it 0.1. What is the buy-in callback, Coach Shay? Doesn't really matter in the case of a one shot. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Buy-in callback
What should I
0.1.
put?
Put 0.1.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, buy-in callback doesn't really matter in the case of a one shot because it's not going to buy in again.
Yes.
Buy-in callback is based on the sell.
Okay.
Right? So after it has sold and it's on cycle mode and you put it on buy-in callback 0.1, it's going to wait for the market to retrace by 0.1 to buy again.
Okay.
I hope it makes sense, right? But even if it's on one shot, the buy-in callback won't matter because you don't want the pot to buy again. You just want it to buy once and sell once.
Yes, coach.
All right. So click on save in the top right hand corner. Now click on one shot. Now click on stop margin call.
Yes.
That's your one shot. Now, Mama Beauty, you only start this trade when I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you now. It's on UB, right?
Yes.
1 inch, right?
Yes.
You want a percentage of 1%, right?
Yes.
That's your goal. All right. So, yes, click on start quickly, please.
Okay.
We're making money. We're making money. We're making money this year. Every year, guys. We're making money. So, guys, that's
Thank you
a
very
one
much.
shot. That's a one shot. And even though you can see the change in percentage is minus 3.53, there's a chance that Mama Beauty is going to get a profit of 1% today still, because the market is is increasing, and I think that 1% can come any minute now. You can see the return rate is decreasing. It's 0.17. It was first 0.21, and there's more green candles on the chart than what there is red candles, meaning that there are more people buying this coin. Why do you think Royal Q puts it in the hot section? They put it in the hot section because there's more people buying this coin. Yeah. So look at the chart. Look at the chart in the 1 minute. Look at that. Boom, guys! If you put that, if you put the one the 1 inch on the red candle when I told you guys to, and you clicked on start because your trade setting was already set up, you would have made 1% this morning. Now it's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen, because a 12-year-old can even do this. It's just a matter of not over-analyzing, because when we over-analyze, over-analysis will lead to complete paralysis. Now, the mistake that many people make is that in the Royal Q app, they do not configure the trade setting the way I've shown Mama Beauty to configure the trade setting. Go back to Royal Q, Mama Beauty, you can see that it's bullish. It's green candle, there's another green candle forming, and it's exciting. It's exciting to know that
Thank you very much.
you're
Thank you very
welcome.
much, coach. Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So now it's just a matter of
Can I
patience.
stop?
Yes, you can
Yes.
stop.
Can I
You can
stop
stop this one.
sharing, please?
You may.
Thank you
You
so
may.
much, everyone.
You're welcome. So now it's just a matter of patience, and patience is going to pay. Patience always pays. 64 people on the call. 64 of us. Wow, that's amazing. You guys have held on for so long. I wish I can give you guys more of my time, but if I'm going to have to give you more of my time, I'm going to have to bill you. So. So let me give Elizabeth and then Chief Falls the chance. Elizabeth, let's talk.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I just noticed that my balance in assets in my Royal Queue is not showing. So I don't know why. So can I share my screen?
Yes, please share your screen quickly.
This is it. And I have $14. You can see. I have $14.
So what are you saying about your asset?
It's not showing in the assets.
But here it's
The
showing
asset,
in the asset $57 in your asset.
see, my asset is not showing there.
Click on asset, please. There it's showing $57.16. It's showing there.
It's showing here. But
There's it
I
on
think
your asset.
what?
There is $57 in your asset, my dear.
$14 is there.
No,
But
57.
I mean
50,
for my trade. Here,
no,
I
then you
think
must be
something.
mistaken.
Eh?
Then you must be mistaken because it's showing $14 has been deposited to Royal Q asset. Royal, yes. Now,
But
what does
I
your
expect it to be on my asset.
yes? It's in your asset here.
I mean here. Here. I mean when I open here, I thought
There.
it would be there.
Why did you deposit this $14 here?
When I wanted to trade this morning and I checked the assets here, I couldn't find any money. So I thought maybe I did not have money there. That was why I put the $14.
So what you're saying is, if I understand you, leader, what you're saying is that the money is reflecting here in your
Hello?
asset. Yes. What you're
Hello?
saying is the money. Yes, Lazzy.
Hello?
Yes, Lazzy. Lazzy 60.
Hello, leader.
Yes, can you hear me? Lazzy, I'm still here. Are you here?
Hello, leader.
Yes, I'm here, Lazzy. because you received the call.
Hello.
Yes.
I think she
I'm
had
here.
a call, so her audio is muted unless she click on the speaker before she can hear us.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't know what she's doing, neither Doris, and that's because of the person that invited her to the business. So I wish I can help everyone, guys, but I cannot. I'm only one person. So she wants to lead a Lizzie. Are you there? Can I mute yourself?
Okay, she has now muted herself. She should
Yes.
just unmute so I
Yes.
help her with the
I,
answer.
Hello.
okay, there we go. Please help her, leader Doris. I'm losing my patience.
Hello, leader.
Okay, good morning to you all. I'm Doris Angel from Germany. Thanks so much, Coach J, for this wonderful training. Okay, so Madam Elizabeth, the thing is now because of security reasons, they don't display our earnings on the asset like the way you shared your screen expecting to see it on asset. Unless you click on asset itself, then you would see it at the top. Can you go to Royal Q? Let me show you something. So do you see total assets converted USDT 57.16259 blah blah blah? Do you see it over there?
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah. So now when you want to see the money on your asset, you need to click on asset before you would see it. When the application was updated, now you would realize that there is I showing at wherever there is money on your Royal Q application. Previously, the money, like the 57 would have been showing on the main asset. When you go to mine, you see it showing, even if you don't click on it. But now it's no more showing. I guess because of security reasons, they don't display it over there. Unless you click on assets, then you would see it at the top here. I hope you understand. So because it wasn't displaying, you thought you don't have anything, but that's not it. Yeah. So it's at the top here. But the 14 USDT, you actually deposited it because you thought you don't have a fuel fee or something, right? It's not for trading. Okay. All right. So welcome. Okay. Over to you, Coach J. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So let me make that extra clear. You know, there's something called RP. I don't know. I think it's Royal Points or something like that. And so before, when we started, the robot costed $100, right? And in order to have fuel fee, you needed $20 fuel fee. On top of that, $100. Now the robot costs $120, and you need to have a $20 extra on top of that $120. Now, $120 is for the bot annual subscription, and $20 is for your fuel fee to pay the people in your network and to pay Royal Q because they work on the 80-20 rule. So if you made $100 profit for the day, you need to have $20 in your asset so that you can pay Royal Q with that $20. Now you pay Royal Q with the $20, Royal Q converts that $20 into 100%, and they split it across the network and pay people in the network based on the rank that you are on. Now, in the instance of when we started, the bot cost $100, $20 for fuel fee, we could actually withdraw that $20 from our asset. But this was the problem. The problem was that many people just didn't want to learn. I don't know what was wrong with them. They maybe wanted to withdraw the $20 from the asset because they thought the bot was going to take all of the money. When the bot doesn't take your money, the bot uses your money as a tool to make more money for you. And so people were withdrawing the $20. You want to read a book? Okay. Okay. So people were withdrawing the $20. I'm going to give you. What? Sorry, guys. My son wants to read a book. Yeah. Sorry, guys. So when people were withdrawing this $20 from the asset, the robot couldn't work because there's no fuel fee. And now they didn't understand that when you were drawing your asset and you don't and you leave a zero there, or there is less than $2 there,
then the robot is not going to be able to trade for you. All right? And so now, Royal Q, to protect its best interest and the best interest of everyone in the network, Royal Q came up with a smart idea, which I think is fantastic to allow the business to remain sustainable. Right? They say to you that you may have to deposit now 120 and not 100 anymore. And then on top of your 120, you need to have an extra 20. But now that extra 20, now in this instance, as of late, you cannot withdraw it. You understand? You cannot withdraw the 20. You must leave the 20 in there, but you can withdraw anything that is in excess of 20. So in your instance, Madam Lizzie, you have $57, which means that you can withdraw, at least you can withdraw $37. So when you withdraw $37, $35 will come to your Binance or UB because there is a $2 withdrawal fee on each withdrawal that you do. So Leader Lizzie, go to your Binance or to your UB. Which exchange are you using, Elizabeth? Elizabeth, if you can hear me, go to your Binance, click on wallets, click on USDT, click on deposit, copy the wallet address on the network called TRC20, the Tron network. You copy the wallet address. After you copy the wallet address from your wallet, you go and paste it in Royal Q by doing a withdrawal. Okay, she left us. Bye for now. All right. So, guys, I'm going to end the call now after giving Chief Folds and then Gabriel and then Doris. Doris can end off with her statements or whatever she'd like to say, guys. As my success line in the business, the person that invited me to the business, I'm so happy about this business. It's paying us daily. If we're disciplined and we use common sense, but common sense is not so common.
To common people.
So, Chief Folds, go ahead, Chief Folds. You can unmute yourself and speak to us. Then Gabriel and then Doris.
Okay.
Hello, Coach.
Yes, Chief Folds. What's up?
Iron Man, the mentor that cannot sleep without performing every day. I'm very glad to be on this Zoom call this morning. I am very happy, though my device locked me out before now. I'm very happy that I have a little power in my phone to ask this question. Because the reason I love this group is what I derived for few days now. This is somebody that put like $500, then sometimes I will work like 4 days because of floating loss 1 week without getting $1. Yeah, like yesterday, I used 40 USDT, just 40. I mean, four margin cover with 65 USDT anyway. Then I noticed that within a period of 1 hour or two, I had 2.7 USDT as profit. So I want to be assisted because I don't want to see floating loss anymore. But with this manual signal one shot, I'm still very weak when it comes to decision making on stopping the margin. So like that yesterday, what I did was that I did not know when to stop because I had four sales out of 18 buys. Then I waited. I thought I would just allow it to sell one more to be the fifth one. Then I miss out. Up till now, floating is like 6%. -6. So I want to be assisted because even the person that signed me up, when you talk about one shot, in fact, I used to send this Zoom link on one shot to 2 of my groups, and which one of them is admin in that group. He used to at least look down on that, refuse to join the Zoom. It's a V2 anyway, but then He's not interested when it comes to what people do internationally. Anything outside here, believe in himself. He's not even interested in allowing others to join this kind of Zoom. But me, I am glad to break out from them in order to learn fast, because cryptocurrency is not a local thing. It's not for local champions. So whatever my mentor, my upline knows here about pumping people 1,000 USDT, sometimes somebody will stay for complete 1 month without making a profit because of floating loss. So please, I want to be fully guided on how I have to start, when to end the trade. So like that yesterday, I made four sales, but then I had the weakness to know when to put the thing on one shot and stop the margin. That made it very difficult for me to get the money back. The thing is on floating as we speak. So this morning, I also early, like 7 minutes, join, look at the setting for today for Ant. And now I have like 9 sales and 2 buys. But now I see the thing is up to 3% minus 3 now. So that's the reason I want to ask Coach. Though my friend in the group has already tell me to put it on one shot and stop the margin before it is too late. I have done that just with 2 sales. So that is what I want to know. Then finally, because of others in the Zoom call, I just, because of that training that you gave that young girl now to put it on one margin, I look at it, I had just 13 USDT. I just say, let me just try one margin, then the same setting. Then what I noticed is that they just took my money and dropped $1 a day, but then the thing is showing gray. I put it on one shot, margin call stop is gray. Now there's nothing like buy, but the money is not there. So that's the reason I want to ask how about that. Thank you very much. Thank you all leaders. I want assistance.
Thank you. So you stopped the margin call, you put it on one shot, and it was based on a signal that you received in the group, right?
Yes, this 1 inch that you just showed the lady. No. Just do it now. The thing is in gray, then it's not buying.
The reason why it's in gray is because you may have converted your asset in your Binance for USDT again. Number 1.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay. The reason is what I'm saying. Sorry if I misunderstood you. At least try to help me through. It's just that I look at the balance when I put the other coin, the ant. I put it on one shot and stop the margin. Then I realized that I have 13 USDT. When I click on quantitative, then try to kind of refresh it. I see 13 point something. So let me just use 10 USDT and do it. So is that wrong? So what I see $1 remaining or 1 USDT, but then the thing is gray, it's not buying.
So you need to click on start so that you can buy.
Because I click on start the thing and confirm. Then the thing return again to gray. And if I go back, the thing should start again. I click on start.
Just click on start, it won't turn to gray.
The thing is turned to gray again. Yeah.
It will turn to gray again.
Yes.
Please share your screen.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach.
Next year, this time, I'm going to send my wallet address to all the people that I've helped in the school that's not in my team, so that I can bill you. You can share your screen. You can share your screen, leader. What do you want, Yogi?
Yogi, no, gas.
No, you can't have gas. You drink juice. Okay, so go to your review. Where is the coin that is gray? This coin cannot start, my leader, because you don't have any balances in USDT, do you?
Yeah.
You can't have gas. Leader Phils, you can unmute yourself. Leader Phils, are you there? You are muted. Please unmute yourself here on Zoom. Come back to Zoom. Minimize your screen, come back to Zoom and tap on the unmute. Yes, now go back to Royal Q.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now click on the arrow in the top left-hand corner to go back. You click on quantitative.
Okay.
Where you going now, leader? Click on the arrow. Yes. Now you see the refresh button next to Binance USDT. Refresh the balances.
Okay.
For this reason, you want. Yeah. For this reason, you.
1.51 is remaining.
Yes, for this reason, you won't be able to start the trade because there's no balances in USDT, right?
Okay.
So where your focus goes, the energy flows. You're well spoken, very well spoken. Invite more people to Zoom. Post on your WhatsApp status. Take marketing material that we send to the groups. Post it on your status. Keep on making noise about it. Approach people directly and say, hey, how's it? My name is Foles. I'm from Nigeria. I recently got involved in this amazing opportunity called Royal Q. Have you heard about it before? The person will tell you no. You're asking them a simple question. Have you heard about Royal Q before? They will either say yes or they will say no. Based on the answer, you need to know what question you're going to ask next. Guys, I'm teaching you network marketing. I'm teaching you how to develop the right skill in order to get people into your team. Because when you're getting people into your team, you can use your earnings to put it into trade and compound. So have you heard of Royal Q? Give me your answer. We're doing a role play now. So we are role playing. Leader False, have you heard about Royal Q before?
You mean myself? This is the first time I experienced the joy, especially with you and the leaders here. With $500, $600 without making profit, but with $40 making 2.7 within 2 hours. Imagine. So
Yes.
as it happened now with this 1 inch, what should I do now?
So you cannot start the trade until you have balances in USDT. So I'm role playing with you so that you can understand after the call what you need to do with a stranger, what you need to do with a friend, what you need to do with a relative. So I recently joined this opportunity called Royal Q, also the English name Royal Quantify. It does quantitative trading. It trades cryptocurrency on the spot market. It buys the crypto on a low and sell the crypto on a high. It never sells off at a loss. You will only see floating loss. Floating loss is an unrealized loss. Now, if you had capital, you could have come out of XMR because XMR has a change in percentage of 6.7%, 6.67%. All that you needed to do was click on XMR. I'll show you how to get out of this trade. If you have capital, your margin call is on 7, right?
7, yes.
It's showing open margin call, meaning that the margin call has stopped, meaning that the robot cannot buy anymore because the margin call has stopped.
Yes, I put it on.
Sorry. So even though you put it on one shot, you're going to have to wait until the return rate of minus 5.6% is 0. And then once it is actually 1.3% above the average price, only then it will sell. Now, how you can get out of this trade is clicking on trade setting. You can see the numbers of call margin is 7. Now click on trade setting, bottom left-hand corner. The robot has purchased the dip 7 times. What is your margin call limit? It's 7, right?
Yes. Yes.
Click on margin configuration. The current margin call is on 7, meaning that it has purchased 6 times and it's waiting for the 7th call to drop. So scroll down and look at the percentage margin call drop of the 7th call, 0.2. Now the market has already dropped 0.2, but the robot cannot buy for you. That's why the margin call has stopped. So the minute the robot is unable to buy for you, it won't be able to bring back profit for you sooner than later, because you can even still make profit in floating loss like me. I know when to add more margin calls because I can see the change in percentage. For example, Algo. Algo has a change in percentage on UB of 10.11% in the past 24 hours. Now, when I added the margin calls, I added the margin calls because the change in percentage was at least 0.5%. And I speculated and assumed
that the market is going to pick up. And for this reason, Doris is able to see Coach J123 bringing back direct quantification for her in her back office. She can tell you guys if that's true or not. And so it's because of the robot was in a floating loss. It's because I added more margin calls and I opened my margin call in order to allow the bot to buy the dip. And because the bot buy the dip at that specific current price, when the market picked up by 1.15%, which is my whole position take profit ratio on that coin, it was able to sell for me because I bought the current price dip. Now, in your case, you are on the seventh call, but it's unable to buy for the seventh time because there isn't $12 available because that's your buy-in amount, right?
Okay, sir.
Now, the only way that you can get out of this trade is by increasing the margin calls. But in any case, in order to allow the robot to buy, the margin calls need to have a certain percentage, obviously, and it needs to be available balances. Click on confirm. Now click on save in the top right-hand corner. And so XMR has been pumping, and if you had capital, go back to Royal Q. If you had capital, then it would be able to buy the dip and sell on the high for you. It doesn't have to wait until the first position that it purchased at, because it can even sell for you on the last position that it has purchased at. Okay. Now immediately I see that it's saying open margin call. Now the same thing applies for everyone and anyone that doesn't have any capital available. Do this and do it well. Even though you are opening the margin call leader fills, you're going to receive a message in your news to say that the robot was unable to buy the short position because of insufficient balances in your exchange. So it doesn't even matter that you open up your margin call now because there's no balances in USDT. You have a choice now to wait, build your character, and use that character that you have built to get more people into your team. So that when you're getting more people into your team, you can withdraw that USDT, and you'll then be able to open your margin calls because you'll have extra balances in USDT that you earned, that you worked for. Now I'm going to role play again with you, and I'm going to speak to you as if you don't know anything about Royal Q. All right? And you must play along with me now so that everyone can hear the conversation of how we are going to interact with each other so that I can inform you well as somebody that doesn't know anything about Royal Q to help you make an informed decision to join this great opportunity. Hey, how is it, man? My name is Ramiz, also known as Coach J. I'm one of the leaders in a business called Royal Q. Have you heard about it, Chief Foles?
Good morning. No, I don't have any idea about Royal Q. I'm Phillips.
Okay, you have seen it around, maybe on Facebook or YouTube. Yeah?
I can only give you my WhatsApp number. I'm not on Facebook.
Okay, all right, fine. So now that we are going to be chatting on WhatsApp, I'm building a relationship with you, and I'm wanting to know from you if you know anything about Royal Q. You say no, you don't have any idea. Okay, well then you're just the person that I'm looking for. Why? Because I'd like to inform you about this fantastic opportunity called Royal Q. Have you ever bought or sold cryptocurrency before, Chief Foles?
No, I don't have idea about the cryptocurrency, but I used to hear of it, sir.
All right. So Chief Foles, if I showed you a way on how you can buy and sell cryptocurrency to make a profit in your wallet without sending your money to a third party, would you care to take a further look?
I'm all ears because I spend money for all this Ponzi stuff before now. So if that would be ideal, I'm ready to follow you, sir.
Wow. I'm actually glad that you're saying that, you spend some money on all of these Ponzi things, because even me, I can relate with you and I understand exactly how you feel. Right? There's so many people that I've come across that is afraid to join any online platform because of the previous past bad experience that they had. And so what they found is that if they join an opportunity like Real Q, They firstly don't need to send the capital to a third party, meaning that they'll have full control of the asset. And all that you simply need to do is listen, learn, and apply from me, because I know what I'm talking about. But in order for you to make it a reality, I just wanted to find out what are some of your goals? For example, Leader Falls, what do you do for a living? What is your profession? You have muted yourself, so please come back to Zoom and
Hello?
unmute yourself. Yes, you can hear you. Who's speaking? Leader Falls, come back to Zoom and unmute yourself so that we can continue our role play. Please unmute yourself, Leader Falls. Leader Falls, I'm asking you to unmute, so please unmute yourself.
Okay.
Tap on unmute. I'm going to ask you again to unmute yourself. Just give me a second. Please unmute yourself.
Okay.
All right. So you're with us now, right? Chief Falls?
Yes,
All right.
that is a
So,
very wonderful way to approach people for networking. I
100%.
cherish your introduction, a friendly way of approaching someone. And that
100%.
introduction was captivating and very short. And
100%.
question you asked, thought-provoking questions. And that
Exactly.
helped me as a friend to reason why it is necessary for me to listen to you.
Yes. And I'm also showing you indifference. I'm showing you indifference because I said to you, if I showed you a way, because I know I don't need to show you, but if I showed you a way on how you can make money on the cryptocurrency market in your spot wallet without sending your money to a third party, you'll soon come to understand and realize that it's easy to do this business if you just listen, learn, and apply. Leader Fields, you are muted again. I'm asking you to unmute, please. Are you have muted yourself again. So I'm going to ask you one more time to unmute, and then you can unmute. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Now just minimize your screen and go out of Zoom so that you can keep your mic on and so that you don't make a mistake by tapping on mute and then you mute yourself unintentionally. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I like role play. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually a professional actor. It's something that I've studied, whereby I can be on a stage or I can be in front of the camera and study a script and read the script by memorizing the script and putting myself into a role of a different character. So when I put myself into a role of a different character, it's easy to portray a different character based on your goal, based on what it is that you want to achieve. All right. Now, Leader Fields, you are getting a call and it muted you. So come back to Zoom and unmute yourself because we're still busy with our role play. So I'm asking, just give me a second. I'm asking you to unmute. Please unmute yourself. Okay, I'm going to ask you again to unmute. Please unmute yourself. Okay, I'm going to ask you one more time to unmute, and then you can unmute yourself, Chief Fields. There we go. Now just minimize your screen and come out of Zoom. No, you keep muting yourself, my brother. Go back to Zoom. Go back to Zoom, and I'm going to ask you to unmute one more time. And if the problem persists, we're going to move on to somebody else. I'm asking you to unmute again. So please unmute yourself. All right.
Okay.
Now minimize your screen to come out of Zoom so that you can keep your mic on and so that we can interact with each other. Now, I was asking, what is your profession? What do you do for a living?
I'm an engineer.
You're an engineer. Okay, which means that you must be a smart man. How many years did you study to become an engineer?
For the past 11 years.
So it
with
makes
up
you feel
and-
good. It
with
makes you
up
feel
and
good.
down.
So it makes you feel good that I'm calling you a smart man, isn't it?
Yes, yes, of course, sir.
Which means that you are now beginning to trust me, isn't it?
I do trust you.
And it means that now you are more open to have a conversation with me, isn't it?
Yes, of course.
Awesome stuff. So, leader folks, I asked you if I showed you a way on how you can make money on the cryptocurrency market without sending your money to a third party. Would you care to take a further look? Would you be interested to take a further look if I showed you a way on how you can make money with cryptocurrency without having to send your money to a third party? You can say yes or no. You muted yourself again. Let me move on to the next one. Leader Ajani, unmute yourself. Then we're going to move to Leader Gabriel, and then we're going to end off with Leader Doris. So I'm asking Leader Ajani to unmute, please. Yes, Leader Ajani, speak to me.
Morning, my coach.
Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening.
I'm new into cryptocurrency.
So you're new to cryptocurrency. Okay, that's good because I love people that are new. Yes.
Likewise, I'm new to Royal Q. I've been
Wow.
investing on Royal Q for a while, and
Okay.
I've not been seeing any profit like that.
Okay. Okay.
And
So the number
regarding
one
this,
reason can be is because of the money that you've used already, that has purchased the coins that you are trading already. Those coins are now those. Excuse me.
I'm with you.
Yeah, those coins that the robot has purchased for you already is now in your bag, and it's safe in your bag. Your bag is under lock and key, right? But now the only time that you're going to make profit is if you didn't overcommit yourself. I don't know how much was your capital. I don't know how much coins you are trading, and I don't know which strategy you are using. That's important. The amount of capital, the amount of coins, and the strategy that you're using. That's very, very important to everyone and anyone that starts with Royal Q. So the time that you started, you may have started with somebody that also lacked a bit of knowledge, that also lacked a bit of skill, and that person too themselves didn't have the strategy to duplicate into you, right? So for this reason, I'm teaching you guys network marketing. I'm teaching you guys sales. I'm teaching you guys how easy it is to start a conversation by asking an open-ended question. You're asking a simple open-ended question that you already know the answer to by simply asking, by simply asking words like, isn't it? Am I right? Isn't it so? These are questions that you're going to be asking people directly to help them make an informed decision. Now, Leader Ajani, because you don't have much knowledge about cryptocurrency, if your knowledge about cryptocurrency was 10 out of 10, I'm sure that you would have made profit by now, isn't it?
Yes.
So I want to tell you, Leader Ajani, that this is all part of the process, and you need to trust the process because the money that you use, the money that you used to start investing was money that you could dispose of at that current time. And so now your money is invested into the specific crypto, which you are a bag holder of. And the only time that you're going to be able to make profit on that crypto which you're holding in your bag is if you open the margin calls, increase your capital, open the margin calls, and configure the margin configuration to enable the bot to buy the dips. The more the bot buys the dips, the sooner it will be able to bring back profit to you. So my recommendation to you
I'm with you.
My recommendation to you is to just keep on persevering, but don't wait for something to happen. Make something happen. And the minute you understand that, whereby you're gonna make something happen, don't be afraid to approach people, ladies and gentlemen. Go and approach people on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, LinkedIn, wherever you can, wherever you are able to have a conversation with someone, whether it be via text, email, phone call, face to face. Go and practice your presentation. It is those who are good at the presentation that's making a lot of money in Royal Q. It is those who are good at following up with a prospect that is making a lot of money in Royal Q. It is those that are persevering, that don't give up, that have a never say die attitude, that's always willing to win, always willing to listen, learn, and apply, that is making a lot of money in the Royal Q. So there's three things that I want everyone to keep in mind. Is number one, have the right mindset. If you believe that today you're going to get one person active, it's going to happen because you're attracting that one person to be open enough to talk to you. But you need to make it happen. Hey, how's it? My name is Ajani. I am from wherever I'm from. Where are you from, leader Ajani?
Yeah, Nigeria.
So my name is Ajani. I'm from Nigeria. Is that in where is that, in Lagos? Where is that?
In Badon.
Okay, I'm not too familiar with the different states within Nigeria, but I know about a few states. And so I use this information to my advantage to get the person to talk to me. So let's say I'm talking to somebody from Nigeria, and that person says to me, yes, no. I asked them where they're from. They say to me, yes, they're from Nigeria. Then I ask them the next question based on the states that I know of that are in Nigeria, to bring them a little bit closer to me. I will ask them, which state are you in? Are you in this one or that one? And I give them an option to give me an answer. So I would ask, are you from Lagos or are you from Port Harcourt? Neither of the two, you give me answer. Excuse me?
None of the two.
Exactly.
I'm actually from Oyo State.
Exactly. So I'm having a conversation with you by asking you questions based on my previous knowledge.
Okay.
Right? So now that I've gotten you to answer me, you're going to tell me exactly where you're from in Nigeria. And I'm going to tell you, or I'm going to ask the question. Johnny, did you know that Nigeria is the number one country, African country in the world that is holding the most Bitcoin?
I don't know.
Now you know, my leader. And I want to involve you in a system whereby you can acquire Bitcoin. Did you know that Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency in the world? It's the most expensive one.
Yes, I know.
Awesome. Did you know that it cannot be duplicated or replicated? Bitcoin.
That it cannot be duplicated?
Yes, duplicated or replicated. It's
I know it can.
100%. And did you know that there's only 21 million Bitcoin ever created, Jani?
Yes, I know about it.
Right, which means that it is having a limited supply. So once everyone around the world or anyone around the world owns all of the Bitcoin in supply, there's not going to be anything left for you and me if we don't buy it today. Now, did you know that if you had to buy Bitcoin in 2016, you would have paid around about 13,000 South African rands for one Bitcoin in 2016. I don't know how much that is in Naira. But today, that very same Bitcoin is worth over 800,000 South African rands that you bought in 2016 for 13,000 South African rands. Today, it is worth 100,000 South African rands.
Hello,
right?
sir.
I'm still here. I got a phone call. Sorry. So isn't it?
I still have another question regarding margin call and floating loss, sir. And I wish you can put me through it a bit. Regarding the first, regarding the man that called not quite long, you actually explaining to me regarding margin call, how he can increase his let me check. How he can increase his call margin.
Yes, you'll be able to change the number where it says call margin limit.
So what I want to ask now is that, like, let's assume that my call margin, my number of call margin is in 13 now, and it has already reached 13 as a limit. Does it now mean that if I increase my call margin, my boss would continue or is taking profit?
Yes, it will,
Okay.
because it will buy more of the dip, but you can still be in floating loss and get profit.
Okay. Meaning, if I increase my number of call margin, it will continue buying a floating loss, and it will be making profit.
Exactly, 100%.
Oh,
Because it makes use of the martingale strategy using dollar cost
oh,
averaging,
okay, sir.
right? So when it buys the dips all the time in small increments at a time, it's not using your full fund value. It's using $10, $10, $20, 20, whichever your first buy-in amount. That's the amount that it's using based on the margin called drop. So when the margin drops by 0.5%, let's say, for example, the margin call drop is 0.5%, it will buy $10. If it drops again by 0.5%, it will buy $10. Now, if you make the multiple buy-in ratio next to margin call drop, if you make it 2 or 3, depending on your first buy-in, let's say you made it 2, then it will buy $20. But $10 at a time, but $20 worth, right? Because it's two times your first buy-in amount. So the higher the multiple buy-in ratio, the higher the first buy-in amount, the sooner you get to close that floating loss return rate that you are experiencing right now. The only way you can make profit in this business, guys, is by ensuring that you do not overtrade. So if you're using Kogaku AI, which is the number one profitable sync strategy in Royal Q as it stands as of today, if you use Kogaku AI, it says to you, or she says to you, I don't know if it's a man or woman, I don't care, but they're bringing back nice profit. And they say to you that if you want to trade one coin, just reserve $350, please. Why? Because I'm working.
$350.
Excuse me?
You mean $350?
Yes, I'm referring now to the trading strategy called Kogaku AI, which is the number one profitable trading strategy in Royal Q. Let me show you what I mean. So if you click on circle, you guys like it when I share my screen. I don't like to share my screen in my private, man. Where is this now? I can't find it now, but let me see. If you choose this strategy over here, it is the number one strategy in Royal Q, most profitable strategy, because this is the amount of money that it has accumulated in profits since they started the circle. And if I'm not mistaken, the circle is only 5 months old or 4 months old. What person do you know that can earn this amount of money in 5 months? I don't know. But this person is a professional trader. And it's actually the sisters that are now number one, and not even the bros. Now let me see something in the return rate section. You see there's a difference here. You see this one?
Yes.
Kogaku AI
Kogaku.
is this number 2 on the highest return rate. What is the return rate? It brings back profit for you quickly. Then I see on this one is the sisters that are now number 1. So there's actually the sisters, there's the bros, and then there is the first one that came into play. Now this strategy is saying to you that if you use me, and you use me wisely without being greedy, then I'm going to bring back profit for you, and I'm going to just try and see if I can find the circle. so they can show you important information. Because if you didn't know, you can actually go into your circles here, right? And if you wanted to join Bot King, let's click on Bot King. Bot King, you click on apply to join. It's free to join. What are you doing now? You are learning. Click on apply to join. Why do you click on apply to join? Because you want to come here and learn. Now you can see all the testimonials. You can see in the essence, what is in the essence. Now I won't choose Bot King because Bot King is not as informative as for example, JD Winner. So if I click on JD Winner, look how nice this is here. JD Winner is so nice enough to tell you this is what you can acquire in 31 days, a percentage of 25%. If for October, right? 25.3.5%. That's what you can acquire if you stick to this. What is this? This is a coin selection matrix. JD Winner is great at explaining how this business works. So he says to you, reserve $155 per coin at 13 margin calls. That's the minimum amount that you can invest for this strategy, meaning that your first buying amount will be 10 and the number of coins that you can trade is 1. Now, you know what greedy people do? Greedy people take this 155 and then they go and sink 10 coins. Are you guys listening to what I'm saying? So now,
I'm with you.
in other words, you are over trading because he's saying to you that on my strategy for 13 margin calls, just ensure that you have 155 and only trade 1 coin. Don't be greedy. So now you go to another strategy. That's JD Winner. He explains to you these videos, there's a Telegram, and I learn from him because he's a professional trader and he's owning a circle, and in his circle he made over 29,000% in profit. If you click to expand, it shows you there that this is the most resilient strategy for volatile market and 100% autopilot. Join the Telegram group. He's in the Telegram group to answer your questions. Now, let's say, for example, I go to QQ Circle because it's one of the circles. QQ Circle is one of the circles on the hot list. Do you see that, guys? This is a hot list. It's a hot list and he's number 1. Why is he number 1? Because he has 150,678 people that is using his strategy. So now I go back here and I go and look where's QQ Circle. I go into QQ Circle, I see the amount of members. 150,000 people aren't wrong. They aren't incorrect. 14,094 people liked it. And there is 11 essence. What is essence? You'll see now. This is essence. This is somebody I want to follow. Why? Because did you guys see Bot King's essence? Nothing. No essence there. But here is essence. You can join on Telegram, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and you can learn. Now you can see it's popular, number 1 on the popularity list, number 1 on the hot list. Why are people using it? Because you don't need much capital aside from 225, $15 buy-in, and 1 coin. Right? Now the problem is that people take this 225 and they go and sink 5 coins. The robot is not going to be able to do the margin configuration correctly. And so 150,000 people are not wrong. We're going to give you 10% to 30% per month. We're not promising you the stars and the moon, but at least if you can make 18% per month on your money, even on 1 coin, right? 18% on your money in 1 month, 30 days. That's 18% that you wouldn't have received from your bank. The other month wasn't also so good, 15%, but it's better than the bank. The other month was better than the other two, 21%. And then in this month of what month? This August was very good because this month the market was more bullish.
So,
right?
yeah, yes, I'm with
In
you.
this month, the market wasn't there.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, Sarida. No, Coach, I want to ask. like me that I'm using JD Winner as my strategy now. What
Mhm.
advice can you give in my call margin? Will you advise me to increase my call margin or no?
You can only increase your core margin if you have more capital.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's number one. Anyone and everyone can increase their core margin to allow the robot to buy more of the tip, only if there's available funds to buy the tip. Like Leader Chief Falls, he couldn't open the margin call because he only had $1.50. So how is he going to start the trade on one shot, on 1 inch on one shot, if there's no money to buy the coin? So you can increase your margin calls. You can do manual replenishment. JD Winner teaches about manual replenishment on YouTube. He teaches about increasing your margin calls on YouTube. JD Winner is a great teacher. He's actually a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I didn't study for as many years as a doctor did, but I think I'm maybe earning as much as a doctor is earning, or if not more, using cryptocurrency, because I use common sense and logic in this business. So it's not difficult, guys. You just need to be disciplined and believe in yourself. The reason why you're not getting people into your team is because you don't believe in yourself. You have the wrong mindset. You're lazy to develop your skill. And when I speak for myself first and foremost, to remind myself that I should have the right mindset. I should consistently develop my skill and work on a strategy. By setting a goal, I'll always get my desired result. So if I'm focusing on network marketing, I cannot focus too much on trading. And if I'm focusing on trading, then I cannot focus too much on network marketing. And if I'm focusing here on Zoom, then I cannot focus too much on new people that I want to have in my team. Like right now on WhatsApp, there's people waiting for me to help them get started. But I cannot help them get started because you guys are taking my time. For this reason, I'm going to say again, next year, this time, I'm going to send you my wallet address so that they can bill you, because I know next year, this time, if you have the patience, after 12 months, you will see incredible gains. It's a long-term investment, ladies and gentlemen. And if you need money for daily bread, for milk and cheese, for chicken, for meat, for fuel for your car, do this. Hey, how's it? My name is Ajani. I'm from Nigeria. I recently started a great opportunity called Royal Q. It's an artificial intelligent robot that trades cryptocurrency for me on the spot market. It never sells my crypto off on a loss. It only makes profit. It is trading the top cryptocurrencies on the market, and I can actually trade 30 pairs or 40 pairs in UB, 40 pairs in Binance. Did you know that Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanger? The reason why Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanger is because it has a high volume, high liquidity of members putting money into that system. People are buying cryptocurrency like nobody's business. They are either buying and selling it or buying it to hold it. And it is the ones who are patient that get paid the most in this game. So you get three types of investors, I'm going to say again. The investor, the trader, and the gambler. Which one are you? This is a question that you need to answer sincerely, honestly to yourself. Are you coming in as an investor with the right mindset of an investor's mindset? Or are you coming in with a trader's mindset?
Okay.
Or are you coming in with a gambler's mindset? Now, as for me, I'm two of those three. I'm an investor and I'm a trader. I don't like to gamble, right? In my culture, we should not gamble. It's not permissible for us to gamble, right? So you must work smart and not hard. And so if you're going to be an investor, you would understand that wealth is something amassed over time, especially in cryptocurrency, because you can understand that Bitcoin first started at zero. Who gave it value? People gave it value. Why did people give it value? Because they thought that is something that it can be valuable. The same way, government gives paper money value. But paper money value is depreciating because of inflation. Who's inflating the prices? The centralized authority. With cryptocurrency, it's decentralized. and we as the people have the power. And this is why governments and banks are threatened by cryptocurrency. And if they cannot beat us, they will join us. And that's exactly what they're doing. Now, trading is 80% patience, 10% buying, 10% selling. If you're going to be using the Royal Q artificial intelligence robot, you will then need to understand that it is in fact quantitative trading. What is quantitative trading? Go and check your Royal Q back office. All the information is there in your user guide. It is there in your quantitative setup by watching the videos, because they explain to you what is principal income. They explain to you what is floating loss. And I'll prove it to you guys. Let me show you. Every single thing that you need to know about Royal Q, it's here. You can ask Doris. I didn't come back to Doris asking her about this, that, and the other. I took out my time to study it myself, because I know the more I learn, the more I'm going to earn. So you click on more, you see there's the quantitative videos that you can watch. And so instead of spending your time watching soapies or watching other people's lives, come here and learn. It's also the user guide. Now, if I click on this section over here, quantitative, for the videos, here are all of the videos. You know, some people join Royal Q, they did API binding for Binance. Now they want to do manual trading and they want to do the API binding for UB. But because they didn't pay attention here, they still don't know how to do API binding here. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter if you think it's a good excuse or a bad excuse, it's still an excuse. So come, let's talk about floating loss. I don't know if you can, if you guys can hear the sound.
First of all,
Yes, I can hear.
floating loss is not.
Oh, you can hear the sound. Okay.
Yes.
Let me just, I'm just going to mute myself and play this video.
What is floating loss? First of all, a floating loss is not a real loss, but a display of the profit and loss status of the position at the current price. Because we have not made a sell action, it will not be a real loss, so it is referred to as a floating loss. Intelligent quantification is to execute orders in strict accordance with the strategy, model, and market monitoring data, so there will be no loss of sales. The existence of floating losses is affected by three aspects, namely, the current situation, the time of quantification, and the price fluctuation of USDT. 1. When there is a downtrend, the market will fall after adding quantification. The current market price is lower than the average position price, and the book will show a floating loss. When the market rises, your account will immediately show profit, and the floating loss will disappear. Otherwise, it will be a floating loss. 2. Quantitative time. If the quantification time is long, your profit will be far greater than the proportion of floating loss. At this time, although your trading shows the floating loss status, the overall position still shows the profit status. Three, the price of USDT fluctuates. Under the trend of a big rise in the market, the price of USDT will fall because the amount of cash realized is relatively large. When the market falls sharply, a large amount of funds will enter, so the price of USDT will rise. Therefore, the floating loss of USDT price affects the floating loss of principal. Therefore, the floating losses prove that you are now in a position. We have floating losses during the downward process, and we sell profitably during the upward process. Only with constant rises and falls can there be room for quantification. This is the law of the financial trading market.
Thank you very much, sir.
So that is the law of the financial trading market, ladies and gentlemen. RoQ adapts to the rise and fall of the market. Right now, as I'm speaking to you guys, I was able to open up more. I was able to add more margin calls because I see that this coin is pumping. So I allow the bot to buy more algo for me, and it is selling algo. Now, the reason why I started the algo trade last night is because I saw that it moved from the hot section to the 24-hour volume section. So now it's not in the hot section anymore. In UB on real Q, it's not in the hot section, but it's in the 24-hour volume section. So now I put two and two together by using logic and common sense. That if it has a high 24-hour volume, it actually means that the coin has a good potential to pump because there's a lot of money flowing into that coin. So the bigger the market capitalization, the higher the 24-hour volume of that coin, the less floating loss I will see. Now, I don't know if you guys still get this concept, but it's very, very easy to understand that it's either you're going to wait or you're going to make shit
Hello,
happen,
sir.
guys.
Hello, sir.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, please. Regarding the call margin settings that I just asked for. I set my Royal Q configuration not quite long. Immediately when you encourage me, like when I have money on it, I can do that. But immediately when I increase my call margin to 17, which is from 13 before, then now I check it again because immediately after watching the video that you showed me, so I realized something there. So on checking it again, I see that the call margin has already reached time again. Like it has already reached all the call margin, and now it's now saying the time is now 1:28, and the call is 4 times.
Yes, because the margin call has stopped. So when the margin call has stopped, it will say to you open margin call, which is what we have been repeating over and over and over again here, guys. So I want to say that I've spent enough time on the call today. I really have. I wish I could spend some more time, but I want to grow my business. Currently, in my team, in my business, I have 428 activated members, and 781 members are not activated. There are people, and this is even just a drop in the ocean. My upliner has thousands of people activated in our network. Out of that thousands of people, how much of quality are they producing? Are they really working? Are they really trading? Are they really inviting others to make money through the affiliate program or through the trading program? I don't know what their strategy is. My strategy is to spend a few hours a day on trading. And I do that when everyone is sleeping in my house, so I can focus and it's quiet. And during the day, I am using my time to do network marketing by simply saying, hey, how's it? And then at the same time, I'm also doing research on certain coins. So now when I have the necessary information about coins that are doing well, I sell it. I sell this information. You know how much money you guys can make from my WhatsApp statuses that I post? You don't even know, guys, how much money you can make from somebody's status or from a video that you can sell to someone because they are hungry for information and knowledge to learn. I can sell you a list of 10 coins today, all of you. I can sell you a list of 10 coins today that has potential to 10x your money in 2022. But why would I want to do that if you can put that money in the Royal Queue and allow the bot to do everything for you? I can sell you a list of 20 coins that can 100x your money in 2022. But why would I want to do that when Royal Q can also 10x your money in the space of a year, in the space of 3 months or 6 months? You just need to be disciplined enough and not come and ask questions after something has happened. Come and ask questions before, come and learn before you experience floating loss. And that is the beauty of having a student mentality. The beauty of having a student mentality is to say that, you know what,
Today, I'm going to learn something new, right? So, especially when it comes to referring others to the business. Oh my goodness, guys, it's so easy, man. It's so easy because that is where you are going to put yourself in a position that you don't have to spend money on fuel fee. You'll have direct quantification, you'll have team quantification, you'll have a direct activation gain bonus, you'll have your indirect activation gain bonus, you'll have your peer rewards, you'll have your peer activation reward. Guys, it's a lot of money to be made in Royal Q. And I cannot focus too much on trading because I want to get to V6. Because it is at V6 that I'm going to be earning nothing less than $2,000 per day. Having 1,500 people in my organization, out of that 1,500 people, 20 of them are directly referred to me. And of that 1,500 people, at least 3 people have made the decision. Just 3 have made the decision to copy me and do what I'm doing to get to VIP 5. Once I have 3 VIP 5s, 1,500 people in my team, of that 1,500 people in my team, 20 of them are directly affiliated to me. You guys are not going to see me on Zoom anymore as much as you see me now. And I want the same for you. But I cannot want the same for you as much as you should want it for yourself. Right? So, having said that, you guys must pay attention to the messages in the groups. You guys must pay attention to YouTube channels. You guys must pay attention so that attention can pay you. You guys must use Telegram as a university. You guys must use YouTube as your university. You guys must use Facebook as your university. By not going onto your Telegram, Facebook, or YouTube to watch things that is not going to impact your mind positively. To read things that is not going to be negative towards you, but it's going to increase your capacity to communicate effectively or to build relationships, etc., etc. That's why you buy a book, or that's why you go and search about the book online. So, for example, how to do network marketing, how to sell effectively, how to do a spot trade. These are things that you can type in Google, guys, and it will give you the answers there. And then what you make of it, what you interpret from it, is entirely up to you. And then if you don't understand it, then further go and ask questions to people that are in the industry. You see me, it may seem as if I know everything, but I also need to pay people to educate me, people who have more money than me, people who are wealthier than me, people who have been in the industry longer than me. I pay them so that they can make money with them, as much money as them, if not more money than them, in a shorter period of time. Because if you want to be the best, you learn from the best. And every master was once a beginner, right? Even me, I was once a beginner. But in order for me to have become a master, I needed to brush up on my skills. I needed to polish my skills. I needed to restore my mindset. I needed to unlearn those other teachings that I received in the past. And it's not easy to unlearn. So you must unlearn, learn, unlearn, and learn again. And find a way. Find a way, guys, and tell yourself that you will win. You can win. You must win. Right? So we've been on the call long enough. I'm going to play you guys a video, a 3-minute video. And then after the video, I'll give to my success line. This powerhouse of a woman, V4 in the business. She's boosting. I encourage my wife to get to that level. I even want my wife to do better than me. But once again, I tell my wife the same thing I'm telling you guys. I cannot want more for her than what she should want for herself. And she has the ability to intrigue people to talk to her, to attract people to talk to her. And so do all of you. So listen to this video.
There are a lot of people who are biting their fingers. There are a lot of people who are biting their fingers in fear that they might lose their jobs. But there are few people who have decided within themselves, I'm going to make it. Some people aren't waiting to be cut. Some people are moving on their own because they feel within themselves, I've got what it takes to make it. They're not afraid about tomorrow because of how they see themselves, because of what they feel that they deserve, because of what they feel that they can create for themselves. Because these people have decided, as they look at the future, as they look at themselves, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way for me to begin to create a way out of no way. And when you have that kind of consciousness, when you have that kind of spirit, nothing can stop you. Nothing.
What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He bleeds and a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in business, you got to be tough and you can't quit. Somebody's going to win, you or him. And the person that wins is going to want it the most. This business is nothing but an attitude business. It's your attitude about you. It's your attitude about life. If you go out there this week and you just think you're supposed to be somebody, you're going to do something big, and you go out there and you work hard and you prepare well and you get up mentally and you go out there and you leave it all on the field and you just have a feeling that, dadgummit, this is our time, we going to do it. You got a chance to win. Life gives you what you'll fight for. Life gives you what you want. Life don't give you what you'd love to have. Everybody would love to be successful, right? Success, they want financial independence. Life gives you what you will excel. If you want to win, you got to show up and demand for yourself success and fulfillment and happiness. I believe desire and determination is everything. It ain't talent, it ain't brains, it ain't education, it's desire and determination. You've got to have a will to win. You've got to have a hunger to be somebody. This is your life. This is your legacy. This is who you are. You're writing your history right now.
We got to get to work, man. We got to get to work because we live in a day and a time where we have every fucking opportunity to be our best self.
All right, guys, this is your life, man. This is your life. You gotta make it count, man. You gotta do whatever it takes. You gotta have the right attitude. 99% attitude, 1% ability. You gotta win, man. You gotta expect to win. Yeah? So even if you're not winning with your trades, don't focus on it. Let the market, let the strategy do what it needs to do and focus on what you can do right now to win. Yeah? You guys saw I was receiving a phone call. This is one of my success lines in my team. He's registered in my team, he's activated. He's a Forex trader, but he knows Forex is only operating 5 days a week in a certain amount of hours. Crypto trading is operating 24/7, 365. And withdrawals are easy. He's a member of CashFX. CashFX still taking four weeks, 3 months to pay their people. Yeah, you have a business that pays you every second, every millisecond. Look at this. I'll show you guys what I mean. I'm excited, guys, because I'm expecting to win. I see V6 every day. I think V6. I tell myself V6. My robot is selling V6. My robot is buying V6. My robot is in floating loss V6. So you get the reward details here, right? At Royal Q. And reward details is exciting, man. Reward details is exciting. If you want to win, you're going to get these reward details. You see, the fuel fee, I don't pay strategy fee. I pay fuel fee. I don't want to use a circle strategy and pay a circle leader when I can be my own boss, when I can be my own leader, when I can get peer rewards, team quantification, direct quantification. My team quantification and peer quantification is even more now than my direct quantification. Why? Because I'm working with my team. I'm working with my team's team. And if you work with me, I'm going to work with you. Right? So this is just small. It's small, but little make a lot. Even my upline, she can show you hers right now is more than mine. This is VIP 3. I'm halfway there. I want VIP 6. I don't know what you want. You want mediocre? You want average? I don't know what you guys want, but I want to win. With or without you, I'm going there. Those who quit, becomes a habit. We have the wrong attitude. 99% ability, 99% attitude, 1% ability. You see, guys, this business is easy. It's so easy that if you have the right mindset, you practice your skill, and you have the right strategy, you're going to make money. And this is like clockwork. Every second of every day is filling my rewards. You see why my team is making money? Because they're following instruction. See why I'm getting peer rewards? Because those people that are giving me peer rewards is in my team's team. Yeah. So at least 11 people in your life, you can show this opportunity to 1,011 people. The 1,000 won't make you a millionaire. Only the 11 people of that 1,011 will make you a millionaire. Little Doris, over to you, my dear. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. What a wonderful session. Good morning to you all. I'm Doris Angel. I'm talking from Germany. I'm actually an African, a Ghanaian. So I'm in the hospital. In case I'm talking and the doctor comes in, I need to maybe quickly move out. So let me just wrap it up. Since Coach Jay has done a wonderful job, I really appreciate and thank God to have such a wonderful leader like him in my team. I remember when I started going after him to join Royal Q. It wasn't easy, but I never gave up on him. So one thing I want you to understand is in this networking business, you don't give up on your prospects. Follow up on them. Follow up on them. It's very key. Hello. Okay, danke schön. Sorry for that. Okay, so it's very key. It's very key to follow up on your prospects. You don't just leave them like that thinking, I've followed this person for a longer period of time, so I'm tired. No, you still need to check up on them. Keep sharing this opportunity on your WhatsApp status, on your Facebook, all the social medias that you have. Make good use of it. I registered one of my prospects yesterday and he activated, he has started trading. He's been following me for the past 6 months. It took him 6 months to get his trading capital and his activation fee. So this is it. You don't need to just be sharing other things on your status or your social media, which wouldn't bring you any benefit. I hope you understand. Within 6 months, I have made more than 16,000 in this opportunity. I have downlines who have made more than 60,000 plus in this same opportunity. So it's how serious you take it. I love the fact that Coach Jay said we should treat the business like our newborn baby. I believe if you're a mother or you're a father here with a child, you know how to handle newborn babies. You handle them with extreme care, you feed them, you care for them. That is how you need to handle this business if you really mean business. Because that dream house you've been wanting to buy, that dream car, that bills you want to pay, just name it. Royal Q can do it for you. I say we were in ROI investment companies. They took our money away. We lost a lot of things. We lost important relationships. So many things I can't even count. So if today we have gotten this nice opportunity, and we're still complaining about the floating loss, it's normal. You should know in crypto, if the market does not go down, there is no way to go up. It needs to go down before it can come up. So when floating loss sets in, you shouldn't worry. Instead, you should try to get more USDT. Feed your robot. Your robot needs food. The food it needs is USDT. Make sure as soon as you are going less than $10, you top up. It doesn't matter the amount. It can be 20, 30, 50, just be topping up. Now, You might not have the funds to be topping up. That is why we always encourage you, share this opportunity. When I started, I only started with $100. I wasn't even fortunate enough to get trading capital. But through sharing of the opportunity, it earned me a lot of money and I started trading. You understand? So why do we limit ourselves? Why do we complain instead of putting things into action and working? Shh. You understand? So leaders, this is a great opportunity. I keep saying, if someone presents to you this opportunity, even if the person is not serious, ignore the person. You take it like as if the world is ending. And you are going to reap the benefits. You are going to be excited about the end result. This is an amazing opportunity. I've been using this application for the past 6 months, so I know what I'm talking about. I even came to meet leaders who have been in the business for 7 months, 8 months. They have made crazy money. So we can also do it. So guys, please, let's go in all. Let's go in all for this business. There are some people here, they don't even open their WhatsApp group to see the chat. Someone will just ask a question that has been addressed maybe after 5 chats, all because the person does not follow the WhatsApp groups. I know sometimes messages can be too much on the platform, but if you are someone who always read your messages, you will not come and meet maybe 500 messages, unread messages. Do you understand my point? That's why we make sure people don't post unwanted stuff on the group, because it's all about business. You understand? So please, this is an amazing opportunity. Thank whoever introduced you to this opportunity. Take it and run with it. I've been in the hospital for the past 3 days now, yet I'm still earning money. I'm still operating. There are times that I'm not able to assist people. I call on to other leaders. Can you help? Please, can you do this? You understand? So please, if you need money, if you don't need money, don't take this advice. But if you really need money, I beg you, then you need to fasten your seatbelt. You need to do something, push. You need to pray until something happens. Not only praying, but prayer without action is useless. You need to pray, you need to put things into action. Don't give up. If you've been posting for the past 3 months, you haven't gotten anybody, don't give up. You are doing well. Keep going. Go to the end of the tunnel and you'll be amazed the surprise that is waiting for you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time for making it to this meeting. And thank you, Coach Jay, and all the wonderful leaders that are here. Please, leaders, let's make it a point to be inviting our downlines or our upline. If you are here, your upline is not there. Next time when you are coming, bring them along. If they are busy, send them the YouTube channel. Let them follow. We need to work as a team. Look at how the Indians are killing it. Look at the Malaysians. Why is it that we, the Africans, are lacking behind? It's because we are not united. It's because we don't work together. You understand? If you give me all the time, I'm going to talk 3 hours, 5 hours without ending. But we need to make money. We need to go out and invite more people on board. This is a great opportunity because you don't lose anything. In the ROI, we lost a lot of money. Even so, we invited people. How much more Royal Q that you have your entire funds in your own control? You don't lose anything. The floating loss is not real losses. So what do you have to lose? Nothing. It's better than the money lying in your bank where they take tax every month, where you end up losing everything. So let us go in all. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and Happy New Year in advance. Thank you, Coach Jay.
Thank you. Happy 2022. I'm gonna make a money. Ladies and gentlemen, with or without you. All right. So in Indian of dollars, that was powerful. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I owe you $1 million. Okay, maybe I even owe you $1 billion.
I'm
All
waiting
right.
for it. Thank you.
Awesome. So we are here, guys. We are within, and just to end off, I'm going to play a 1 minute video. And this 1 minute video is called Find a Way. Okay? Find a way, guys.
It takes guts to believe. And if you think something for you without you putting your guts on the line, you might as well forget it right now. Your hopes up, you might say, well, what if they get their hopes up and disappointment, let it destroy them? Other people take disappointment, let it drive them. And you get to choose. Are you going to turn this thing into why it didn't work and a bunch of stories and excuses, or are you going to take this thing that didn't work and figure out what are you going to do to make it work? And it may not happen the first time, the second time, the third time, but the people that are relentless find a way. What I hope is people watching the stuff, maybe something in here will piss them off enough or remind them of something or say there is a plan and it isn't just luck. And if I just get my big enough why and I keep learning and keep moving forward, I will get there.
All right, how big is your why, guys? If that why is big enough, then you'll know how. All right, so with that being said, there's a couple of people that need my help. I don't know if you guys want to still stay here. If you'd like to stay here, I'm not answering any more questions, but what I am going to do is I'm going to help people transfer funds from one account to the other account. I'm going to help them increase their balances in USDT. I'm going to help them as best as I possibly can to make some more money in this business, because when they are winning, I am winning. And so I just want to see if some of these people are available to join Zoom call. And I want to also see on the call if there's anyone in my team that needs their assistance. And we're only talking about Royal Q here today. All right. Yes, Mama Zwani, you can unmute yourself.
I thank you, Coach. I just wanted to know if you will have a meeting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes, 3 p.m. I will be available, and I will do whatever it takes to help you and your husband grow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have senior members in the house who are over 60 years old. If they can do it, you can do it. What's your excuse? So never too old to learn, never too young to learn. So yes, 3 p.m. Amazwani, I will be. You're going to send me a link for your Zoom, or must I send you a link for my Zoom?
Rather send a link for the Zoom coach, because they are people that we have recruited, and we want to send a link for them to listen to you as you talk about Royal Q.
All right, Mums, I will do that.
Okay.
I will do that.
Okay, coach. Thank you very much.
The cool people want Royal Q. So I'll make sure that I can send you a Zoom link so that you can get yourself started. Let me just also send this man the link for Zoom. And yes, guys, I have back-to-back Zoom. And people want Royal Q. Why do they want Royal Q? Because I'm consistent. I make sure that every single day I do a daily deliberate action. And one of those daily deliberate actions is posting on my status every single day, right? So there's a couple of questions that one of the leaders that asked me. I don't think she's on the call now, she's at work, but she too also didn't have much capital to start, but she's willing to learn because she asked 4 quality questions. The first question that she asked: when I take a trade on Royal Q, then on the news it says failed to cover the short position due to insufficient exchange balance, and the trade is on cycle strategy, please advise. You guys have the answer to that. It has been given on the call. Then a second question: apart from the signal sent on the group, what other channels can I use, or what strategies can I use when trading a trade? The answer has been given here. Number 3, if I previously took a trade and the trade keeps on going and going for days, what should I look out for? The answer has been given here. If I miss a trade, number 4, if I miss a trade from the signal sent, can I still take the trade after the entry price is passed? The answer has been given here. The more we are able to allow the robot to buy the dip, the better. If you don't have capital to allow the robot to buy the dip, find your why. Find your why and allow your why to be strong enough. And so, yeah, I'm still trying to invite my players onto the call so that they can help them. And I'm only going to be helping players that are in my team going forward now for the rest of the day. Unfortunately, I won't be able to give any time, energy, and attention to people that is not paying me. Okay. But let me give Laura the opportunity to speak. Go ahead, Laura. I'll ask you to unmute.
Oh, thank you, Leader J. Coach J, thank you. I'm having too much floating loss because my coins they are so high, so red, and I'm worried. I want to get the solution to bring it down or to sell it. In fact, I've been here for a long time, but I am not really participating. I'm not really doing anything because I was working. But this time now I'm on holiday, so I want to like grab something as quickly as I can before I resume. So please, if you don't mind, maybe I can share my screen so that you can, if there is something you can do for me. Thank you.
Guys, should I help Laura? If you guys would like me to help Laura, you can raise your hand. I'm going to do this based on the majority. If the majority would like me to help Leader Laura, you can raise your hand. Maybe
I'm not
Porsche
feeling
is raising her
Laura.
hand because Leader Laura is Porsche's downline. I don't know. Because I've been explaining this, guys, to everyone. Okay, let me ask you this question, Leader Laura. I don't mean to make you feel uncomfortable, but I actually do mean to make you feel uncomfortable because that is where you're going to learn. You learn nothing in your comfort zone, okay? So it's good to feel uncomfortable because uncomfortable is the new comfortable. So at
Okay.
least we have 3 hands. These people saying, the 2 hands are saying that I should help you. I don't know if there's
Oh,
going to be more hands of more people that would like me to help
thank
you,
you.
but there's going to be absolutely nothing I can do to help you if you if you don't have capital. Leader Taurus is laughing. Now, Leader Laura, do you have capital?
Not much, not much. But I top up yesterday 200 and I have just not much. But I think I can start from there. And because I'm really willing this 2022, I want to run. I really wasted 5 months without doing anything. But this January I'm on fire. I really want to run.
Yeah, January is the
Praise
only.
be to God. Praise be to God that she's on fire.
Praise be to
She's in
God.
my team,
Amen.
and I don't want to go there. If I start, I don't want to go there, my leader. She's in my team, and I know why I was laughing. You know, it's funny, but Leader Laura is actually my team. I told her, Leader Laura, this business is 2 things. If you don't have enough money to be adding up to your trading capital, you need to share this opportunity. Her upline is Leader Doris Great. As soon as we joined this business, she added her to the business. She didn't actually believe in it. Leader Doris Great has made more than $5,000 in this same business. And Coach J, do you know the amazing part of it? Leader Doris Great actually went to her to take a loan to start Royal Q because she was down the moment I shared this opportunity to her. So if Madame Laura had followed Leader Doris Great's footsteps, she would have also been killing it by now. So now that she has seen the money we are making, she's like, no, this is not possible. I can't sit down and allow them to be making the money alone. You get it? Now she's back on fire. She now always comes to Zoom meetings, and I'm appreciating that. I hope it's going to be worth it soon, but you need to share. It's good you added some little capital of 200 euros. It's good. we can pick it up from there, but you still need to share this opportunity. You see how your sister is crazy about it, sharing on Facebook everywhere. You need to run with this opportunity as well. By now, you should have been V2 or V3, but you're still on V1. And Koje, do you know something? Her sister has started sharing her referral link. Guess how many people she has gotten for her? I think more than 8. And she took all the money. She said, no, I'm not going to give you any money. You need to also bring people. And she's right. If it's me, I would do the same thing. She said, are you taking all the money? She said, yes, of course. I brought the people to you, so I need to take the money. So because they don't even bother to talk. I've answered her already. Don't worry.
All right. So yes, no, business is business, guys. And at the end of the day, that is something that you guys can do as a ploy or as a plan to get more people into your business by simply, just going to somebody that is looking for work, somebody that is passionate, that is hungry, that has a desire to get themselves out of poverty, and say to them, look, send to me 4 people that is interested to make money online. They obviously need to have some money, but talk to them. Here's the information. Talk to people about this information that I'm giving you. And when they come to me and they are interested in activating, I'm going to pay you the $30 that you would have gotten if you had to start this business with money out of your own pocket. And that's what's nice, is that you can actually start thinking like a boss and then turn the boss mentality into leadership mentality after you have started growing your team, because there's a huge difference between a boss and a leader. A boss says, go. A leader says, let's go. Right? So that's the difference. The leader says, let's go. The boss says, go. So if you want to start out by being a boss of your own business, then employ people and say to them, I'm going to pay you commission based on the amount of people that you bring. And that's exactly what happened with Laura. The sister said, I'm not going to give you this money because I worked for it. So you need to make a plan and do what I do. And if you do what I do, you're going to get what I get. And if you post on your status, you post on Facebook, etc., you're talking to people, you're approaching people, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, you're learning more and more every single day, you come into Zoom call, etc., then you're going to be able to make money. Leader Laura, share your screen, please, quickly.
Thank you.
If you know someone with a smartphone that doesn't have a financial application like Royal Q, then I don't know. I don't know what they want for themselves, what they want for their life. Click on quantitative. You never view in the home section, you view in quantitative. Yes, now refresh your balances at the bottom, Binance USDT. All right. Now you can see you have a lot of coins here. 3 of them is in a sync strategy. Scroll down. Yes, okay. So you have 4 coins. How many? 4. 1, 2, 3.
So I have one in professional too.
Click on professional.
Yes, one.
Okay, click on professional. All right. So that's also on a sync strategy. Now click on general.
Okay.
Now you can see the one that is pumping is Atom, meaning that there's more chance, because of the change in percentage, there's more chance that this robot can still bring you back profit in the dip. Even though you're in floating loss, you can still get profit. Click on Atom. There's $47 in this coin. Your position, $47. Numbers of margin call, 3. The robot was only able to buy thrice, and then it stopped working because the margin call is saying open margin call. It's not saying stop margin call. If it says stop margin call, it means that the robot is still able to buy. If it says open margin call, then the robot is unable to buy. Tap on trade setting at the bottom left, please. Remember, it only bought thrice, 3 margin calls so far.
Yes.
So tap on trade setting, bottom left hand corner, please.
I should press what?
Trade
Trading?
setting. Trade
Okay.
setting.
Okay.
$10, 15 margin calls. So you see, there's still 12 margin calls that the robot still needs to buy. Click on margin configuration. Margin configuration, it's the fourth, sixth one.
Yes.
Yes. Third one. So the market drop by 0.5% and it purchased 1.5 times. The market then couldn't buy on the fourth time, the fifth, and the rest because you can see it's over 30% dip. So if you want to now get profit from this coin or from any other coin, you need to have a goal in mind. Do you want to buy a new coin or do you want to work with what you already have?
Anyone that is best.
I cannot tell you, you need to have a goal in mind because I can tell you a coin now. You can pick the coin will trade for you and you can get profit from that coin. You can also trade a coin that is having floating loss like this one and you can still potentially get profit from this coin.
I want to get my money back. It has been there for long. Every day I look at it. So why is this red don't go away from here? So yeah.
Yeah, the red will never go away if the operation cannot be completed. So in order for the operation to be completed, you need to have some good capital. I'll show you what I mean by that. Go back.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Then you click on save and you confirm that.
Save up. Okay. Save. Oh, there is no confirm.
Yes, so you can see that yes, you can go back. Right now on Atom you can see that the changing percentage is 8.61%. It's a minus 33% up. And you can actually do manual replenishment. Tap on Atom, whereby you can buy more of the coin to decrease the return rate. Tap on buy. You're not going to confirm, you're just simulating this, so don't confirm. Click on market price.
Okay. Market price. Yeah.
And now amount of margin call. Type in $1,000. Do you see what happened to your floating loss?
No. What happened? 26 USD.
It went from 33% to 1.47%.
Oh my God.
That is now if you had $1,000 to put into this coin. But now because you want to make use of dollar cost averaging, you're telling the robot that you want the robot to buy the dip. So cancel and go back and open the margin call.
Okay. Magic call. Okay.
Yes, click on open margin call.
Yes, I click. Confirm.
Yes, confirm. Today you can still see profit from this coin, even though it is in floating loss.
Oh, thank
Even if
you.
it is red, you're still going to see profit. Scroll down. You will see that it will say the buy-in price has been triggered. Do you see that? The status in the middle of your screen, the status, it says buy-in price is triggered, waiting for callback to buy. The callback is 0.3%, buy-in callback. So it's waiting for the buy-in callback to buy. And now it's going to buy $15 of this coin. It may buy another 15, another 15, another 15, another 15, until it has positioned itself in the market in such a way whereby it bought the dips. And even though you are in floating loss, it can bring back profit for you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go and check another coin.
Thank you. So,
Let's look for the coin that have a green change in percentage.
Okay, let me check the one in professional. There is no other one here that have green
Alright, so
percentage.
Yeah,
Let me see
so
from this.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of coins in floating loss, and yeah, my thing is if you want to trade manually, then leave these coins like this and be a bag holder of these coins, because these are good coins to hold on. All of the coins in Royal Q is good coins to hold on to. And it can take you even 3 or 6 months for the coins to come out of floating loss, but that's okay because you could then use this $200 capital to trade manually in UB or Coinbase. Then just wait
No, I
for
have
these.
600 in my capital, not 200. I only took it 200 yesterday, but I'm having 600 and something there.
So tap on the refresh button there at the bottom to change the Binance USDT.
Yeah.
You see, it's not
Yeah, I've
changing
already
because
refreshed.
yes, because the robot has bought tips. Click on news. Click on order message. The last time that it was able to buy was on Monday.
Yeah.
So the only way now forward is to wait for the bot to buy more tips. And the bot already purchased tips with the amount that you had, and now you have an available of 226. So you get to decide whether or not you want to use of that capital to open up margin calls, and you open up margin calls only on the coins that there's a positive change in percentage. Click back to go back.
Home.
Yes, go back again. There we go. Now, the one that you can get out sooner is on Matic. Click on Matic because it has the smallest floating loss. All right. Click on open margin call. And you let the robot buy tips. You see the current price is 2.5. 2.5
Yes.
is not far away from your average price. So the reason
Yeah.
why I tell you to open up the margin call here is because there's a chance that the robot now will buy at 2.5. Scroll down, you will see the buying price has been triggered. You see that? Now, where's the robot buying? The robot is buying now at the current price of 2.505. That's where it's buying. Now, when it goes up to, when that when that price goes up by 1.1%, it's going to bring you back profit, even though you are in floating loss. Okay. Yes. But you
Thank
just need to
you.
be, yes, you just need to be disciplined enough to make sure that you're checking your bot and to make sure that you are focusing on things that can help you change the situation. So you've opened up 2 margin calls on 2 different coins, which are pumping or which are close to pumping. And Matic is going to change the world. Polygon is going to change the world. Atom is going to change the world. Cryptocurrency is changing the world. Just stay plugged in, guys. That's the best I can help you for now based on the amount of
Yeah.
capital that you have available. But be patient. Today still you may see sales from the bot because the robot buys the tip, buys the tip, buys the tip. All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
Thank you. I really
You're welcome.
appreciate. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
And if you want to,
Will you be here tomorrow?
every day. If you want, if you
Okay.
want to, if you want to trade manually without a sync strategy, then use UB, fund your UB account even with $50, so that you can practice with $50 how to trade manually. Yeah. All right.
Okay. I should go my Ruby now.
If you have funds available to deposit into your UB, then do that. But if you don't have the funds now, then make a plan and then we can help you on the next call again to learn how to trade manually without the help
Okay,
of
okay,
yeah,
like
without the help
$50
of a
would
sync
be okay
strategy.
for the Ruby.
Even $10. Even $10 you can
Okay.
trade and make
So where is it?
$1 profit from your $10 if you wanted to. So when people are saying they don't have
Yeah.
capital, when people are saying
So
they don't have capital, you don't really need much capital to make profit because profit is profit. All right. So yeah,
Okay.
inshallah, you will get
Okay.
returns from your margin calls which you have opened, and yeah, let me take it from there.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you
So
very much. So
you
tomorrow
can.
morning, if we're tomorrow I'll be here, then I will see how to check on the Ruby. But I will top it up now.
All right. So now
With
you
the help of
convinced now.
Doris NJ, Doris Great.
So now you convinced about the business now.
Yeah, I'm convinced because people don't turn up. Sometimes I tell them that maybe it's not my calling. I'm really trying. I'm really trying to advertise the business to my friends, to my contacts, and all that. But sometimes they will just give me like hope. Laura, we're going to join you. We'll get everything set at the dying minute. They will disappoint. So I'm telling them, sure, it's not my calling. Maybe it's not my calling. Yeah, I'm really trying. There is no one day that I don't talk to one or two, three people. Yeah, but nobody's there. They will agree later, they will decline. They will agree later, they will decline. So I cannot tie them.
How many people do you talk to per day?
Oh, like today now, I have not talked to a person because I'm still on the Zoom. But yesterday I talked to like three people. Yeah,
It's too little.
it's too little. Okay, I will try more. I don't have friends, but I'm trying to go like on social media,
Your
Facebook, like
friends won't join with
Messenger.
you.
Yeah.
Your friends and family won't join with you. But strangers will help you become a millionaire.
Oh, no friend want to help. Forget about friends. I'm trying the outside friends or outside
Yes.
family. Yes.
Friends wanna see you do good, but never better than them. Forget about them and go and step out of your comfort zone and learn how to talk to other people by practicing. Hey, how's it?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
I'm not concentrating on my friend, my family, outsiders. Yes.
But then when they start seeing you making the money, then they want to come and visit.
Yes, I want them to see me make money. I want to be great. I am a great person. I know that I'm a great person. So, but just that
Believe it so that you can achieve it.
yes,
Yes,
I have the spirit. I have the spirit. It's in me
that's
that I'm a
cool.
great person. But it's just
That's
that
cool.
I don't know why it's not working. I don't know. I talk to people. I don't know why they are not convinced. I don't know why they are not coming. Whether it's because of I don't know. So sometimes I say it's not my calling. I don't know.
Just
Yeah,
don't give up. Be consistent and don't say that it's not your calling. The minute you start doubting yourself, the minute you start speaking words that is you're going to
negative.
attract it. Yeah. So keep on saying you are great.
Okay.
Keep on practicing your consistency.
Yes, I'm great.
Keep on posting on your
Yes.
status. Keep on posting on Facebook.
Yeah.
Keep on approaching people in the inbox
Okay.
and asking the right questions.
Okay.
Have you ever bought or sell
Okay.
cryptocurrency before? What's your knowledge about cryptocurrency? Do you want to make money online without sending your money to anyone? Practice
No.
asking those questions. Yeah.
Zero.
So practice
Okay.
asking
Okay.
those questions.
Okay. I have message already on the news. Put that message. Yes,
You can
buy
see,
already.
yes, it's a buy. So soon it may be able to bring you a sell because of this buy.
Mm. Oh
Yes.
wow. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. God bless you richly. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
guys, I think I'm gonna have to run now. I need to take my wife to the hairdresser.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have a wonderful day further, ladies and gentlemen. Stay blessed, stay strong, stay committed, and keep on persevering, okay? Bye for now.
Thank you.